Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's not looking good for us, to be honest. I mean the injuries, and you can see, you can actually see the lineup today. You can see the lineup that it's Kyle Walker who is starting. I don't know where he's starting. I mean everybody's speculating that Kyle Walker is starting in centre back with Simpson, Posey, and let us call him Simpson, with Simpson, and I mean I don't think that is ever going to be possible. My thing is, I think Rico Lewis starts on the left, Walker on the right, and I think uh, Guardiola and Simpson play as centre backs together. But there's also a possibility that it could be a back three with Kyle Walker just forming a back three, and then just like Reece James is doing at Chelsea right now, and Rico Lewis having the freedom to barge forward. So I think any of those possibilities exist. I think a back three with Simpson and at the center of it is something very intriguing for me. I mean, Rodri is injured, that's fine, but just look at the injury crosses at a center back. Just imagine if, I mean, I know that the Sporting defeat was not down to the centre backs. Both Simpson and Akanji were good. It is Simpson, in fact, won six of his seven or eight duels with Guy Corres, and Simpson was very, very good. One goal with Guy Corres, 1v1, maybe he could have done better, but maybe a little bit. But you're asking a 19-year-old kid there with, defenders come to their prime at 27, 28 and stuff. So that's not on center backs. But for me, how is Pep Guardiola gonna solve the midfield dilemma? I know we have talked about this time and time again, but I don't know. Pep Guardiola is trying some interesting combinations and the forward line, in the back line, but I don't know why Pep Guardiola is not doing anything in the midfield. I mean, at least in the lineup they're showing here on the Hotstar app, they're showing Walker and Simpson at both the centre backs. And I don't know if Walker is the centre back now. I mean, maybe you could argue this is this natural transition, because when you lose a bit of pace, you naturally drift towards being the centre back from that full back position. That's a natural progression. But I don't know if Walker has the mental capacity to be a centre back. To be honest, where you have to use more of your mind than your pace. But the midfield, he's playing the same midfield. Kovacic, Ford, and Gundogan, or Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan. He's doing those. He's doing the same things. I don't know what Pep Guardiola is actually doing to address this. Bayaji, say, hey Bayaji, how are you doing? And what are your expectations from today's game, Bayaji? क्या लगता है आपको क्या होने वाला है? Bayaji says Gundo and Kova shouldn't be on the pitch together, let alone starting. Another game, another new back four. I'll take a draw. भाई बैक फोर में I mean कोई player fit ही नहीं है. I mean Akanji, it was apparent against Sporting he was playing with an injury. Diaz is out injured, Stones is out injured, Natanake is not fully recovered. अभी options ही कहाँ है center back में, कोई options ही नहीं है. तो I think that is a problem. But you know what the main problem was against Sporting? Your views on the Sporting game, Bayaji, just a little bit of it. Your views on the Sporting game. Bayaji says, I'll take a draw. A win is needed, Bayaji. Just imagine how much of a boost a win could give here. I mean, if Grealish was fit, you probably could have played. I mean, again, who is that DM who has a defensive nose? I think ये सब बोलते हैं ना, past always comes to haunt back you at some stage or the other. वो जो Calvin Phillips का failed transfer, the failed transfer of Calvin Phillips, that is what I think is haunting us, and us giving Calvin Phillips more rope. That is what is haunting us. I don't know. Now I at least feel that had Calvin Phillips stayed, maybe he could have been a better option than Kovacic. He could have covered for us at centre back as well. I don't know. Bayaji says, I don't want to see a fullback's inverting role when they leave acres of space behind, and every game City are conceding via that route. But Bayaji, it's a double-edged sword, right? अगर आप invert नहीं करोगे तो मिडिल से ऑपोजिशन कट थ्रू करेगी क्योंकि कोवासिच इज वीक इन डिफेंस इज मेन क्वालिटीज आर नॉट डिफेंसिव अब गुंडोगन और फोडन को एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते डिफेंड करने सो आई थिंक टू कवर दैट वीकनेस पेप इन्वर्ट कर रहा है दोनों फुल बैक्स को I think that's how it is doing. But I sense the problems. If you don't invert, they cut through the middle. If you invert, they cut through the wings. It's interesting how Pep Guardiola deals with it. To be honest, George is here. He says, "How are the lads? Do beat Brighton, please." I mean, not for your sake, Jordy. हम अपने लिए ब्राइटन को हराना चाहते हैं अपने लिए करना चाहते हैं ये टॉटेनहम बॉर्नमouth स्पोर्टिंग so and you actually look at the Brighton forwards Jorginho Rutter fast Danny Welbeck in sharp shooting form, Joe Pedro on the of the bench, Simon Indengra, Mitoma. The forward line is hella scary. And then who are you putting on? I mean, you look at a back line or a Walker ko nikalo. Average age kitna hai? Ricolu is 19, Simpson 19, Yasko Guardiol 22. I mean, Guardiol खेलता है 30 जैसा एक्सपीरियंस डिफेंडर का role, but Guardiol 22, and I mean literally the back line is just so young, and with that you put a 34-year-old daddy in Kyle Walker who is, I mean, who's having a more exciting life off the pitch than on the pitch? Kyle Walker. That's how it is. Bayaji says just go with that flag back four of CL defense first at the moment. एग्जैक्टली बट यू नो भैया जी वो प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना वो फ्लैट बैक फोर का जाने को चार सेंटर बैक्स कब खिलाओ ठीक है इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल नाउ बट डेफिनेटली इट विल बी आफ्टर द इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक बट नो द थिंग विथ रॉड्री इज रॉड्री बॉल लेता है और बहुत जल्दी देता है आई मीन with Rodri, you see ball coming into him one touch, two touch, and boom, the third pass goes into Haaland, Savinho or somewhere. But अब Kovacic को देखो, Kovacic ball लेता है, बॉल के साथ भागने की कोशिश करता है, he takes 3 4 5 touches, and by that time the opponent is around Kovacic or the opponent I mean अपने शेप पे आके बैठ जाती है अपोनेंट सो आई थिंक कोवासिच इज नॉट अ डीएम कोवासिच को हम लाए क्योंकि वो गुंडोगन का प्रोग्रेशन था कोवासिच को हम लाए क्योंकि teams Rodrigo man mark कर रहे थे teams are playing a diamond in midfield and you needed a midfielder who could take the ball run with the ball to beat the press and once you beat the press the space opens up for Haaland तो वो reason था कि हम कोवासिच को लाए and I mean it's just been a disaster that is playing at DM. So it's not possible with the back four of CL right now. I mean, how important is one player with connecting the offense, connecting the defense, and it's so sad generally in the modern game that we do not recognize the CDMs with Ballon d'Ors and stuff. अब देखो टीम्स चले जाते हैं अगर आपके पास स्ट्राइकर नहीं है विंगर नहीं है सेंटर बैक नहीं है एक्सपीरियंस का पर एक सीडीएम नहीं है तो देखो कितना प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है the last center back to win a Ballon d'Or was in 1990 was a German Matthias something was his name so it took 34 years literally the last time a CDM won a Ballon d'Or the Premier League didn't even exist it was the first division. So that's much it is. But anyway, we are ready for the kickoff, and we've kicked off here, and I really hope कि अच्छा जाए. Edison already with the long ball. Pep is having that tense look in his face, but करे तो क्या करे. I mean, I'm literally looking at Rico Lewis there. He's in there with Matthew Kovacic as a double pivot. Josko Guardiola or Simpson Pussy are playing as the the two centre backs, and Kyle Walker in the right back position. So it's almost a back three, to be honest. Erling Haaland coming there. Matthew Kovacic driving with the ball. Savio, जाओ और shoot करो Savio. Savio's just taken an extra touch, to be honest. There, Savio should have driven straight back, straight at the Brighton fullback. Up one on one of Brighton fullbacks and you're like, taking one touch, two touch, three touch. Yeah, yes, City have started it brightly, but you have started the entire sporting match brightly as well. Brighton तो यहाँ बैठ रहे हैं और and they are actually trying to go on a counter, so it's interesting है. पर रिको लुइस का positioning आप देखो बहुत ही interesting position, and that's was almost a good ball for Erling Haaland. Verbruggen. If he can somehow get over the line here, then go to the international break, and then we'll have most of our players back. And what an exposure Sims and Pose is having, to be honest. I mean, ऐसा लगा कि अनॉड था वो चैंपियंस लीग की स्टेज पे स्पोर्टिंग अवे पोर्चुगल नेवर एन इजी गेम. It's never an easy game or nerveless tha Simpson. Absolutely nerveless. Gautam is here. His citizens, hey Gautam, what do you think of the lineup today? I want those to be your first thoughts. What do you think? What do you think of the lineup today? Were you shocked, surprised after you saw the lineup? Phil Foden, Matthews Nunes, Josko Guardiola. I mean, everybody was shocked that Kyle Walker would be the centre back, though he's not, to be honest. He's playing it right back. This is wonderful play from Simpson there. Press था, high press था और उसने high press से खेला, both impressive. And one of the interesting thing about Simpson is he's actually very good at he's actually very good at playing those defense splitting passes. मुझे I mean I'm getting remembrance of Aymeric Laporte, but Mitoma is here. That is good defending from Kyle Walker. Excellent from Kyle Walker. Wonderful from Kyle Walker against Mitoma. I think for that Bournemouth game, Kyle Walker was not fit. Gautam says we are in the mud. Gautam, what did you think of the sporting game? How did you feel? I was doing the watch along here, and I just after 5 minutes of the first half, second half starting, I just wanted the game to end. And when Haaland missed that penalty, I'm like, done. This what we're here for. That's what I actually thought when Haaland missed that penalty. I mean, when is the last time you saw Haaland miss a penalty there? Kovacic does extremely well. Ah! Gundogan almost found Erling Haaland there one on one. Almost itna tha pass, itna tha. The spaces in behind दोनों teams का strikers in behind बात सकते हैं. It's just a matter of which defense will hold its nerve, to be honest. Well done by Edison. Gundogan does well there. Look at what Brentford did to Bournemouth 3-2. Gautam says it was quite shambolic. So many chances in the first half, couldn't finish, and they just buried their chances. I mean, Erling Haaland, Gautam, 4 1-on-1s, one header cleared off the line, and he missed a penalty. Ruben Amorim could have been destroyed. Bernardo Silva missed an easy open chance. Matthews Nunes refused to dribble. Ruben Amorim could have been buried 7-1, 8-1. That was the dominance of City's performance, and United fans were putting all the social media posts like Amorim ball buries Pep Guardiola, this and that. Almost the ball there for Savinho. Walker खेल ही नहीं सकता ना वो balls over the top. मुश्किल है. I mean, decent start to the game, positive start to the game. I must say, very positive start to the game. Gautam says, though I'll not say it was a worse because it was a bad day. Not every day you see City giving two penalties and not scoring their own. And penalties were also, they were very soft, I think. The second penalty was soft. And the first penalty also, I thought it was very soft. I mean, it's a Brighton free kick. I mean, the midfield is a problem, Gautam. On this channel, every day we were discussing after Rodri's injury. What is the solution to City's midfield problem? Do you think we should have actually kept Callan Phillips this season? I know in hindsight it is, I know Phillips has failed, but I think at this point of time, I think Callan Phillips would be better than any of our DMs available, right? He would definitely be better than Kovacic. पता नहीं यार, पता नहीं. Gautam says New City might not sign anyone in Jan. I mean, I've read some news. I think 1 or 2 days ago that City are looking at Zubimendi and Samuel Ricky. City will definitely get one and maybe even two depending on the injury crisis. That said, look at it how Kovacic bloody loses the ball. Thank God you covered it up. Gautam says they're looking at Edison. I would actually like a Zubimendi Gautam and get done with this shit because I think Zubimendi can play as a box to box player as well, to be honest. Gundogan there. Kovacic does extremely well. I don't know how he went through the needle. Kovacic doesn't make an eye of the needle pass. He tries to go himself through the needle. I actually think, Gautam, if you put a CDM and if you put a Kovacic beside that CDM, we will be excellent. We will be superb because Kovacic can break the opponent's press. Edison from Atlanta is also good, but I think my first preference would be Zubimendi, Samuel Reiki, and then Edison. Savinho does well, but there's no one in the box. Kyle Walker's playing well. Gautam Kyle Walker तो बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है. I mean, Kyle Walker just looks to be back to his best a bit. Against Bournemouth, though he was playing with injury. Just seemed it. Matthews Nunes, that's a good press, but Nunes just couldn't hold on to it. Rico Lewis does well, and it's a foul on Rico Lewis. Shubhankar is here. He says, CTIF, bro. It's a very tense game, buddy. Gautam says Geiger's performance was decent. It was not, people were projecting, especially United fans were projecting that is like some godly striker. Simpson Pussy faced 8 duels from Geigeres one on ones. He won 6 of them. And the one guy who went and hit the goal was also marginal. With a little bit of experience, Simpson Pose would have won that duel. For me, Simpson Pose was better than Victor Gaikores. So I think Gaikores is not like the next Haaland or something. He's decent, I do agree, but he's not the next big thing, the next deadly striker. People are comparing Gaikores to Karim Benzema after the game. You know how Benzema was and how Gaikores is. Shubhankar says, bro, what has happened to Jackie? शुभंकर जैकी को भी पता नहीं है क्या हुआ उसे दैट इज एन एक्सीलेंट पास फ्रॉम कोवासिच फिल फोर्डन फोर्डन नीड्स टू मूव इट फॉरवर्ड यार न्यूनेस को पास करना रिको लुइस Yasko Guardiol does well there. Nunez does extremely well there. Matthews Nunez does well. That's a great spread out. What spread out was straight to the Brighton defender. Jack Grealish injured है पर उसे तो इंग्लैंड कॉल अप आ गया so I just don't know how that works. Pep Guardiola himself is surprised that Jack Grealish is injured. There is actually news that Jack Grealish can बेच रहे हैं. We are on the verge of getting rid of him. It will clear up I think £200,000 worth of wages, and also we'll at least get 30-40 million for him in this market for sure. What a switch that is. I don't know who did it, but kya switch tha. It's gone out. It's bloody gone out. It's bloody gone out. तो जैक ग्रीलिश का ना उसे भी पता नहीं है उसका हाल क्या है. And Gautam Kyogo is Celtic, right? I don't know. I didn't follow the Celtic game, but when we were linked with Kyogo Gautam, I followed him closely. उसका moment ना box में magical है. I remember Sergio Aguero watching Kyogo, to be honest. Kyogo is so good and is 29 years of age, experienced striker. We should have got him to replace Julian Alvarez. And bloody hell, that was close. But Brighton were offside. Arush is here. Arush says, "Hey bro, I'm back after a long time." That's what I was even wondering, Arush. Where has he gone? But yeah, good to have you after a long time. And more than ever, City are in need of all of us to stay behind it, especially at a time when everyone is telling it's like is this the end for Pep? Is the Pep era coming to an end? Especially United fans after Ruben Amorim appointment is concerned. Liverpool fans are on the up. I think it's really important for City fans to be as close as together and have as much belief in the club. Subhankar says, yes, I've heard that Jackie is getting sold to free up £300,000 wages for an injury prone player. I mean, what do you guys think about the Jack Grealish transfer, to be honest? मुझे ना लगता है आई मीन लोगों का ओपिनियन है कि £100 million प्लेयर है तो 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 I think he should do more, but I think the task of buying Jack Grealish, this is an excellent attack. Erling Haaland is running through, and how did we not score there? How did we not score there? How the bloody hell did we not score there? Savinho कब मारेगा यार goal? Guys, how did we not score there, guys? कितने chance यार, कितने chance यार, कैसे नहीं मारे वो? How? Guys, tell me. कैसे नहीं मारे यार? Just imagine a prime Riyad Mahrez running onto it. सब वही था प्राइम महारे सेविन्योस मोमेंट बट फिनिश नहीं था बस वाह what a chance Simpson Pussy does extremely well on that Kyle Walker बस क्या चांस था यार how many times you have seen Riyad Mahrez bury it Gautam says I really wanted him as a backup, especially Julian Alvarez. I mean, 80 million pounds, Gautam. कहाँ गए वो पैसे? क्या किए हम? That's a free kick to us. Arush says it's not the end of an era. The schedule is too tight, plus the injuries have added to our troubles. सब गलत टाइम पे Rodri का injury, Arush Rodri's injury. Without Rodri's injury, I think I think we could have somehow come through it. Rodri's injury that was the main thing. Rodri's injury और हमारा finishing का क्या हुआ पता नहीं. Bournemouth के साथ we were very bad against Bournemouth. I do agree. But वो Haaland का chance last में मारना था. Phil Foden का chance in the 60th minute मारना था. That's it's a free kick from Phil Foden. Erling Haaland scuffs it. Haaland should have done better, especially for a striker of his ability and his ilk. Ford and Rico Lewis. we have kept the ball like superb. We have never left the ball in this match. Kovacic does well there. Back to Verbruggen. Pressing बहुत ही impressive है आज. Pressing तो next level पे है, to be honest. क्या pressing है? It's a throw in for City. Aru says Savinho is great, but he needs a lot of work on his crossing. I think Haaland का chance था कि गुंडोगन को वो setup कर सके. I think Haaland should have just passed it across to Gundogan. An easy pass. I think we all forget that Savinho is just 19 years of age. देखो हम रिको लुइस तो बोलते हैं बहुत young. Simpson Pussy is both young. पर क्या आपको पता है Simpson Pussy, Rico Lewis and Savinho are of the same age. Savinho at 17, 18 years, at 18 years of age, Savinho took on Barcelona and Real Madrid in La Liga and he actually lit it up. So that's a free kick for City and it's a yellow card. Subhankar says he's just 20 exactly. He was 19 and he might have turned 20. So I think Savinho is extremely young. I think and for the talent Savinho has, मैं बोलता हूँ कि जब जब I mean लोग साका और सेविन्यो को कंपेयर करते हैं स्पेशली आर्सेनल फैंस मैं बोलता हूँ कि जब साका 19-20 इयर्स का था क्या कर रहा था साका लेफ्ट बैक खेल रहा था आर्सेनल को आर्टेटा का फर्स्ट सीजन साका वाज लेफ्ट बैक साका took until I think 21-22 years of age to actually be that prime right winger. He Salah को कितने time लगा? Salah wasn't as successful until he was I think what 24, 25, even in 26. Wonderful from Simpson Pussy. Great awareness. Beautiful defending. Josko Guardiola is just ripping it up at centre back along with Simpson Pussy. Gautam says the best thing that happened after the sporting match, Pep. I want to fight. I won't give up. I like this challenge ahead of me. The players who want to follow me, they will be there. I'll again read it, Gautam. That's a fantastic statement. Pep says, I want to fight. I won't give up. I like this challenge ahead of me. The players who want to follow me, they will be there. I mean, बहुत disappointed था after the sporting match पर जब मैंने वो पेप का प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस देखा पेप का इंटरव्यू देखा was like wow it was just so inspirational it was extremely inspirational to be honest and I think this actually tells me that Pep is gonna extend Pep is gonna I mean आज goal.com में एक आर्टिकल आया कि is Pep Guardiola gonna extend and be a part of Man City's next rebuild क्योंकि कमेंट्स ऐसा आ रहे हैं Pep Guardiola की साइड से he just finds it as a challenge. और कुछ लोग इतना obsessed रहते हैं कि if they find a challenge, they will stay. And I think looking at City's current position, I think Pep thinks this is the biggest challenge in world football right now, bigger than any other project. Even though it's due to injuries and stuff, Pep still is challenged and Pep will not leave. By just says you got to put away such chances, still scored any goal in the PL. I mean, easy chance था भैया जी, easy chance था, बहुत easy chance था. Left footer हो, left footed player के लिए मैं La Liga को follow किया because Girona was doing well last season, City sister club. ऐसे chances तो Savinho, I mean, give away of the ball in the midfield, and that is again wonderful defending there. Foul on Savinho. Shubhankar says he had most goals or assists in La Liga. Last year he was the most MVP of the most valuable player awards. We used to, I think, is I mean the highest after Jude Bellingham. Highest chances created after Jude Bellingham. I mean La Liga का last year दो बड़ा assist makers, Gundogan number 1 पे था और Savinho number 2 पे था, and we have both of them right now, and we are not able to create chances. That is a bit of a mystery for me. RSS, Biology says that's why it's more shocking seeing his shooting at City nowhere near the target. शायद over odd है situation से Biology हमें पता नहीं, क्योंकि पेप ना इतना tactical instructions दे देता है कि sometimes as a player you Erling Haaland is through, and Erling Haaland scores. Erling Haaland इस बार नेट के अंदर बॉल गया और बॉल के साथ अर्लिंग हालैंड भी गया. अर्लिंग हालैंड बॉल से बोल रहा था तुम नहीं जाओगे नेट के अंदर तो मैं भी तुम्हारे साथ आता हूं, हम दोनों साथ में जाएंगे नेट के अंदर. और Erling Haaland has just been superb. He is definitely on side. Erling Haaland, look at it. I thought it was not a goal, but Erling Haaland decided to go inside the net with the ball. Haaland बोलता है बॉल आज तो मैं तुम्हें घर लेके ही जाने वाला हूं, आज तो तुम मेरा है. स्पोर्टिंग में मेरे साथ नहीं आया, इस बार तो आज मैं तुम्हें घर लेके जाने वाला हूं. फुटबॉल. Erling Haaland wants to take this ball home, which means he'll have to hit a hat trick. क्या शॉट था Erling Haaland का, wonderful. Good goalkeeping by Bruggen as well. At the last moment Haaland got the touch. देखो Erling Haaland का क्या हो रहा है, बॉल अंदर ही नहीं जाना चाहता. Bloody hell. Arus is Claudio coming in January or not? He's coming, Arus. Definitely is coming. But for me, more than is Claudio coming or not, I'm bothered about कि CDM कौन आ रहा है. Zubi Mendy, Samuel Ricky, कौन है वो? Edison, like गौतम ने बोला. Who is it? That is one of my main concerns. Who is our CDM, to be honest? Gautam says the last thing you want as a rival is an angry Pep. Because an angry Pep, a Pep who's compelled into finding solutions. Erling Haaland is again on the ball. Savio now. Nice footwork from Savio. Josko Guardiola. मुझे ना Savio के बारे में, I mean, time and time again, this one thing echoes in my ear when last season was the first time Savio came to Girona. Michel, the head coach of Girona, उसने पहले बार Savio को training session में देखा and he told the sporting director, I have seen many players, but I haven't seen a player who is very good in one-on-one since Vinicius Junior, like Savinho. Savinho's head coach said that he thinks Savinho is probably one of the best left-footed one-on-one players in the world at the moment. Has to release the ball. Phil Foden. Erling Haaland. एंगल था यार, हालैंड का लिफ्ट करना था, गोलकीपर के ऊपर से लिफ्ट करना था, अर्लिंग एंगल था. दैट इज वंडरफुल प्ले फ्रॉम सिटी. वॉकर, सेविन्यो, फोर्डन, गुंडोगन. दिस इज सिटी एट द मैट्रिमोनिक बेस्ट. दिस इज सिटी सुपर. I mean, lift karna tha. I mean, this is a trademark Aguero finish. I think I have never seen any other striker finish a chance from here like Sergio Aguero. वो जाता है wide angle से. You as a goalkeeper, you think the angle is against you, and Savinho Aguero lifts it into the roof. Chance for Erling Haaland. Haaland needs to take that chance. To be honest, again, easily Haaland should have been on a hat trick right now. Hat-trick मारना था उसे, because this header was also from Erling Haaland, if I'm not wrong, right? Yes. The last chance and this chance Haaland needs to be burying. Again, chances be Haaland. This is an easy chance, guys. Guys, I don't know what do you think about this header chance for Erling Haaland, but I think मुझे लगता है Haaland should have had a hat-trick by now. Easy chances थे, दो तीन easy chances थे उसको. पता नहीं यार क्या हो रहा है अर्लिंग हालैंड से. Shubhankar says, bro, if you don't mind, can I ask you where are you from? I'm from Hyderabad, Shubhankar. I'm from Hyderabad. Why this is Gundo again in John Cena mode? ये भी जाए बारसा ने. यार गुंडोगन भैया जी लास्ट 3 सीजन्स अब बार्सिलोना भी इंक्लूड कर दो, और वो बदतर से बदतर बार्सिलोना टीम में गुंडोगन ने लास्ट सीजन के जावी के अंडर बार्सिलोना. अब अगर बार्सिलोना के फैन से भी पूछोगे तो वो इट इज वन ऑफ द वर्स्ट टीम्स दे हैव सीन इन द लास्ट डिकेड, आई थिंक, बार्सिलोना. एंड स्टिल गुंडोगन मैनेज टू प्रोवाइड वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड असिस्ट, आई मीन सॉरी, ला लीगा हाईएस्ट असिस्ट उस टीम में. और इस टीम में आपको अर्लिंग हालैंड है, सेविन्यो, न्यूनेस, कोवासिच, Guardiola. You have much better players here, and you have a much better coach, and still Gundogan is like he's playing as if. मुझे ऐसे लगता है गुंडोगन का ना आत्मा निकाल के डैनियल के अंदर डाल दिए, और किसी और का आत्मा गुंडोगन के अंदर डाल के बेच दिया. आई थिंक दैट्स हाउ इट इज. गुंडोगन्स लिटरली अनरिकॉग्नाइजेबल, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. Gautam says, what a defense splitting pass. I didn't see who gave the assist, Gautam, to be honest. Counting assists, I would have cursed Haaland that he missed that Kova's inch perfect pass. That was one of the worst crosses I've seen from Brighton, and I like it. पर काउंटिंग ने लक भी देखो ना तुम अर्लिंग हालैंड का. वो फिनिश अच्छा था. The finish was really good and the goalkeeper almost made a world class save there. पर लक ऐसा है अर्लिंग हालैंड का, he had to go inside the goal with the ball to put it in. Literally he walked the ball inside. ऐसे लगता है कि फुटबॉलिंग गॉड्स भी नहीं चाहते अर्लिंग हालैंड गोल्स मारे. And like Bayaji said, I think scoring first is not a good sign this season. एक गोल तो देना पड़ेगा शगुन में, तो एक गोल देना पड़ेगा. What they say, it's not auspicious to score first. That's what's been happening for City this season. But maybe the Bournemouth, I mean that's how it is continued, right? Maybe the Bournemouth was an exception, but apart from the Bournemouth thing, even against Sporting we scored first and we were looking very good. Haaland in any, I mean Haaland on any other week, the media would be talking he is a cheater's cheat code. That's what the media would be talking, because he could have easily scored 2 goals at Bournemouth. He could have scored 4 goals against Lisbon. He could have scored 3 here already, which would have been 10 goals in 1 week for Erling Haaland. And here Erling Haaland has his first goal in a week. पता नहीं यार क्या क्यों इतना गुस्सा है फुटबॉलिंग गॉड्स हम पर. नवंबर आते ही गुस्सा हो जाता है. Matthews Nunes holding the width very well. Shubhankar says, good to hear that. Kovacic. By the way, Shubhankar, if you're there, who is your preferred CDM? Because Like Gatamir wants Addison. Few people want Zubimendi. Bayaji wants Zubimendi. I think I personally want Zubimendi or Samuel Reiki. Who do you want? Ikai Gundogan. Gundogan to Savinho. Savinho needs to find Gundogan there. He just cannot dribble past everyone. He find he finds Kovacic. The goalkeeper makes a very good save. Erling Haaland does extremely well there. Josko Guardiola does well. Ball retention का ना top class है City का इस game में. I mean ball ball retention is like I mean it almost dare I say that, but it almost reminds me of Pep's Barcelona sides. That is how City has retained the ball, mind you, against Brighton, which is ये ball retention Wolves के खिलाफ नहीं है, Ipswich के खिलाफ नहीं है, which I can understand. Brighton are a high pressing team, high खेलते हैं. I mean retaining the ball in such a congested block is like it's Kyle Walker's first real test. Mitoma against Kyle Walker, Mitoma against Kyle Walker. और Guardiola क्या डिफेंडर है यार, आप नहीं मानोगे कि वो 22 years का. Erling Haaland, I think Erling Haaland gets ahead of the Brighton defender Igor. Haaland does extremely well. And it's a corner for City. Foden does well there. But just says put those chances away. Don't want sporting happening all over again. Bournemouth भी ऐसे ही था ना भैया जी. हम 80 minutes अच्छा नहीं खेले. Last 10 मिनट में 3 गोल मार सकते थे हम. That is the power of this team. Erling Haaland और Phil Foden ना last 92nd और 93rd मिनट में 2 गोल मार देना चाहिए था उनसे. Easy chance for Haaland, easy chance for Foden. Foden ने तो 2 ओपन गोल मिस किए Bournemouth के साथ. We are not putting our chances away. मैं हमेशा ये मानता हूँ कि रॉड्री नहीं है ठीक है, पर सिटी आई थिंक गुंडोगन का कॉर्नर है one of the most shittiest corners I've seen in my life, and I'll ever see in 2-3 more lives I think. What the hell. पर मैं मानता हूँ कि सिटी ऐसा टीम है कि अपन 3 मारे हम 4 मार सकते हैं, फायर पावर है. It's just that we are not taking our chances. I mean क्योंकि अब तक हालैंड का कंप्लेंट था कि chances create नहीं हो रहे, chances are not coming, but now chances are coming, dude. Why are you not taking them? Shubhankar says it was Kova. Zubi is perfect. If not him, Ricky, then look at that. That is the power of Kovacic, Shubhankar. That is the power of Kovacic. So you imagine you have Rodri and then you have Kovacic taking the ball, running past the press, and then playing that pass. That was City's next evolution after Gundogan has gone. That is what Pep wanted to do, but this season was perfect for him actually. But Rodri's injury unfortunately was. अब वो कर्ज ना अर्सेनल को भी लग चुका है वो कर्ज, क्योंकि डेक्लन राइस उनका इंजर्ड है, मिकल मरेनो इंजरी, yes, no, and Thomas Partey, always injury prone. Odegaard injured. How dare they dance? I mean, they and their fans, celebrate when Rodri's ACL is injured. I mean, Simpson Pussies looked very, very good. No one's able to play those passes. I think De Bruyne needs to get 15-20 minutes in the second half for sure. एक और goal मार दे and I think we can be a little bit comfortable, to be honest. Kyle Walker against Mitoma. What a block that is. What a block by Josko Guardiola that is. I don't know what Danny Welbeck wants there, but kya block tha. I know that was a corner or a throw in maybe, but what a block that is from Danny Welbeck. Sorry, from Josko Guardiola, I think. Again, look at it. Mitoma against Kyle Walker. ठीक किया Walker ने, to be honest. It's not bad. and that is a great block there from Josko Guardiola. I don't think that's a penalty to be honest, because that's well done by Rico Lewis. Shumankar says the only thing toxic Arsenal fans can celebrate is of rival players' injuries as they're far away from trophy. Sir, शुभंकर ये तो बहुत अच्छा होगा कि I mean it would be quite interesting if Arne Slot in his first season win. I don't want it to happen, but it would be interesting if Arne Slot wins the Premier League before Mikel Arteta, who's taken 5 years and spent 600 million. If Arne Slot can win it without spending without spending literally anything in his first season, and it would be even more interesting if this season Unai Emery finishes above Mikel Arteta. I think I think the deluded Arsenal fans would actually come to life. Shubhankar says Slot will win Carabao. That's a yellow card for Rico Lewis. And it's a free kick from Brighton. Shubhankar says, but we have Pep for PL. I mean, Shubhankar, again, whatever might happen this season, ये season like कुछ भी हो सकता है. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I think what people need to, I mean, वो Bournemouth के result के बाद, I mean, we were unhappy, everyone here was unhappy, but social media और media outlets में तो बहुत people are like end of an era, this and that. पर लास्ट डिफीट सिटी का था December 6, 2023, और बॉर्नमथ का डिफीट कब हुआ, लगभग November 4th. So it's almost in an year. If you lose one game, is it the end of an era? Tell me, when was the last time City lost a game in the Champions League? At home, it's been 3 4 years. Even away as well. When was the last time we lost a game? Okay, with Real Madrid and all, it's some penalties, but in 90 minutes, when was the last time we lost a game even away as well? I think it's been at least 1 or 2 years. I think people need to keep these in context. I think what Pep is achieving is कोई साधारण बात नहीं है. It's out of the ordinary. It's extraordinary. Danny Welbeck with the free kick, somehow defend it. I have a bottle in my hand. Whenever I'm tense, I have the bottle here. Was a good free kick, just wide. Almost caught Edison off guard, to be honest. Zubankar says, in Pep we trust. Gautam says, anyways, we are cursed by the community shield. Even that is also there, right, Gautam? The last time we won the community shield, who won the Premier League? Leicester City, right? Was it Leicester? No, it was Chelsea. I think it was Chelsea. I think 2016 was it when we won the Community Shield last? Yes, that Community Shield curse, and I mean I don't know. Bernardo equalizing in the, I mean, curse the players per year, na? Players per year, na? Bernardo equal. I mean, look at the two players who helped us win the Community Shield. Oscar Bob का cross था, Bernardo का हेडर था. बर्नाडो का पूरा फॉर्म चला गया और ऑस्कर पॉप तो फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ द सीजन पे है ही नहीं. और बर्नाडो का उस टाइम पे ही स्टार्ट हो गया, पेनल्टी मिस किया, एंड ऑस्कर पॉप वाज द नेक्स्ट डे ट्रेनिंग इंजर्ड. कम्युनिटी कर्स तो रियल है, बहुत ही रियल है. कम्युनिटी कर्स, कम्युनिटी शील्ड का कर्स. Shubhankar says nice free kick, to be honest. Shield curse isn't applicable for City. Shubhankar, I think it's more applicable for City than for any other team. That's what our record shows. I mean, you see the players who got us the equalizing goal in the Community Shield. और कहाँ पर है वो? Oscar Bob, more than half season gone. और बर्नार्डो सिल्वा का तो पता नहीं क्या ही हुआ बर्नार्डो सिल्वा को. He is not himself. We need to maybe get Phil Foden in the game more. Gautam says we have won the domestic quadruple with the Shield in 1819. Okay, that was the one, right? But in 1819 that became the Champions League because people were telling we couldn't win the Champions League because of the Community Shield. But yeah, that season we won. But generally, the Community Shield hasn't been a good this thing for us. Kyle. This is excellent defending there. Phil Foden does very well. Erling Haaland to Matthews Nunez. That is it. This is wonderful work from City. Nunez back to Guardiola or Cat defense. Yeah, the defending has been superb today. The defending has been excellent. Or up Deco defense maybe. This is superb there from Simpson. There, Simpson push has been excellent. What do you guys think of Simpson's play today? He's brave, he's courageous, he has the audacity to play through the press. I thought Simpson's biggest test will be against Brighton आज क्योंकि वो बहुत high press करते हैं Jorginho Ratters. The ball was on. Had to be a ground pass. Maybe I think needed to have the courage. Okay, Foden was offside. That's fine. Gautam says, in fact, City is the only team to win the PL with Community Shield in the last 7 years, at least. I think Yuki Gautam, the thing is in the last 7 years, but that is where even the curse has come to effect, right? Because in the last 7 years, I think we have won 6 Premier Leagues if you take out Liverpool's 1920. So I think obviously the team winning the Premier League is Community Shield is not winning the Premier League, right? Because City have always lost the Community Shield. Apart from that 18-19 season. So it's been that way. I think in the last 7 years, 6 Premier Leagues. This is unprecedented, to be honest. Gautam says, want to see him full 90 minutes before commenting about Simpson. Yeah, true. But at least whatever we have seen, I think is looked absolutely very, very good. Again, great defending from Simpson there. Wonderful defending from Simpson there. Superb. Look at him, Anderson giving him the ball under pressure, and guys is ready for first team. Simpson is absolutely ready for the first team. Rico! I think Haaland should have passed it to Kovacic. That's a yellow card. Danny Welbeck is telling what is that for? Mate, I will also pull your cheddy and then you'll know what is it for. Danny Welbeck. What an idiot he is. And he's asking what is it for. Bloody hell. I mean, I think added time ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होगा. I think 1 minute or 2 minutes to be honest. एक और गोल मार दे before half time, that would just be very, very good, if you ask me. I don't want to concede. Just don't want to concede, to be honest. Excellent reading of the game by Simpson again. I mean, what a brain he's having, Simpson pussy. And what a brain is having Simpson. Wow. Savinho with the ball, क्या brain है Simpson के पास. His reading of the game is just excellent. Want to see KDB today? Gautam, I think KDB here, and I think Haaland would have scored a hat trick by now. Brighton's defense is so high that we are missing a defense splitting passer. You look at what a pass from Kovacic has done today. I think if you can time the runs through this defense, I think you will have space there. 2 minutes of added time, and I think one more chance. Can we try for one more chance? एक और chance. I think this game, Gautam, is also perfect for someone like a Jeremy Doku. Nunez has not been that effective. Okay, he has been good defensively, but in general, I think Nunez has not been that effective. I think Doku would have been a perfect fit for this game, but fortunately, we don't know about his injury situation. But I don't know, City though, was City want to get in at half time, but Foden does extremely well. There's a pass on to Savio. Ah, ah. Foden just couldn't complete that pass. Savio was in if Foden completed that pass, to be honest. Nunez does extremely well, but I think that's that. I think that's that. We have 1 more minute to play, but concede mat karo yaar. Brighton will look to get a goal back before half time. Brighton have a difficult game. We have taken a 1 goal lead. I mean, the half time will be very very tense क्योंकि एक ही goal का lead तो है. That's offside. That's a clear offside. Look at the line there. Bloody Kyle Walker playing him on. Bloody Kyle Walker playing him on. It wasn't an offside. I know the linesman gave it, but it wasn't an offside. And guess who's playing him on? Bloody Kyle Walker. यार तुम्हारे पास इतना पेस है, क्या करोगे इतना पेस का? रोड रनर गेम खेलोगे क्या घर जाके? क्या है Kyle Walker? I don't know why Kyle Walker is always so anxious to be one step ahead of the opponent and not play the offside trap. उसकी वजह से 2 पॉइंट गए न्यू कैसल के साथ. He bloody played Anthony Gordon offside. I mean, we lost 4 points this season because of Kyle Walker. Make that 7 points. One much defeat as well. Just add that 7, we would have been 5 points ahead already with Liverpool. But again, first half gone 1-0. कोई it's not something कोई celebrate करने की बात नहीं है, to be honest. But I mean, ये 1-0 का क्या होता है ना, it's even more tense actually than being a goal down because अब जीतते रहते हो and it's just 1 goal, so you're like it's tense, कुछ भी हो सकता है एक गोल में. So that's why 1-0 leads ना हमेशा tense होता है, but we have lived through this 1-0 this season. I think 1-0 against which team did we win? 1-0 bloody Southampton in the bottom of the league. Gautam says, well, there are rumors that Eddie Howe will be replaced by Mourinho at Newcastle. Will be perfect for Mourinho, Gautam. I think Mourinho को आप Isak, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon. I think they will buy. I think Saudi will buy 1 or 2 star players if Mourinho comes there. पर उनका midfield देखो, Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, Joelinton, जो वेलक एक और मिडफील्डर बड़ा मिडफील्डर बाय करेंगे. They'll buy 1 more fast pacey winger and they'll buy a very good fullback, and that's it. Mourinho's team is complete. They have Nick Pope, Dan Burn, Fabian Schär. They're excellent defenders. I think they'll buy 1 more defender, a midfielder and striker, and that's it. Newcastle under Mourinho will be scary. See, if Mourinho comes to Newcastle next season, and if Arteta doesn't win the Premier League this season, good luck, Mikel Arteta. You're not gonna even finish above Mr. Mourinho. क्योंकि मिकेल आर्टेटा को तो ना अब तक आर्ने स्लॉट, पेप ग्वार्डियोला, ये सब तो शरीफ बंदे हैं. इनको तो आपको फील्ड में ही हराना पड़ता था, पेप ग्वार्डियोला और आर्ने स्लॉट को. जब मोरिनियो आ जाएगा ना, मिकेल आर्टेटा को तो मोरिनियो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में ही खा जाएगा. Mourinho, I mean, ate Antonio Conte. I mean, Mourinho defeated Antonio Conte in the press conference twice. And after that press conference, when Mourinho told Antonio Conte that Italian cheating scandal on that, you see, Conte after that was sacked from the job. That's how much it affected Conte. I think if Mourinho comes, bye bye, Arsenal and your dreams. You're again fighting for top four. There's no chance that Mourinho will allow Arteta. वो तो खा ही जाएगा. वो तो वीकलिंग देखेगा. पेप तो वीकलिंग है नहीं. अपना पुराना बंदा है. पेप सब जानता है. तो मोरिनियो पेप को टच नहीं करेगा. आर्ने स्लॉट ठीक है अपना काम कर रहा है. आर्ने स्लॉट को बाद में देखा जाएगा. सबसे बदतमीज कौन है? मिकल आर्टेटा. तू आ बेटा पहले. तुम्हें मैं सिखाऊंगा क्या होता है असली फुटबॉल. That is what Mourinho will do to Arteta. Arteta is done if Mourinho comes to Newcastle. Even before a ball is kicked. I won't be surprised if Mourinho takes away someone like a Gabriel from Arsenal to Newcastle. That's the power and the clinch which Mourinho holds. You're Jose Mourinho, आप call करोगे Gabriel को और बोलोगे I want you to be the main person in Newcastle and will win trophies. Gabriel तो आ जाएगा. Shubhankar says, but still he's holding his position today. Baiji says, Haaland hold up play much better tonight. Haaland has just improved in all the aspects. Haaland's hold up play, Haaland's, the best thing about Haaland which I've seen an improvement is uska, football intelligence jo bolte hai na, that is what has improved. That is what has improved a lot. Because earlier Haaland used to try. Haaland used to come drop. Haaland used to take the ball, but Haaland did not know which pass to play. Haaland would quickly give it to the CDM, defender or who is nearby. But today when you have seen, Haaland aata hai piche, he drops back, he takes the ball and Haaland वो pauza maintain करता है जो पेप बोलता है. Haaland is like मैं रुकता हूँ 2 seconds लेता हूँ बॉल पे देखता हूँ foul लेना है pass करना है ball. Is there anyone in a better position? That is football intelligence for me. In a frantic midfield, Haaland drops back and he still finds time to think. That is what is, when you can find time, that is why people like Zidane and all of those, even Harry Kane, I would say, you see all of those great strikers and you see Zidane, why is Zidane so good, why is Harry Kane so good? In that frantic environments, they can find space to find that pass. You know what is next Haaland's challenge? Next Haaland's challenge is, you drop back, और जैसे हैरी केन करता है तुम्हारा दोनों विंगर्स will go forward. Can you find that switch of play to Savinho or can you find that switch of play to Doku or Nunez? That is what if Haaland can do that, I think he is going to be one of the best strikers world has ever seen. क्योंकि आप बड़े स्ट्राइकर्स को देखो, हैरी एड्रियानो, Raul, even Karim Benzema, R9, you see all of those strikers, they have that ability to, hold up play and then, switch of play and all of those things. And that pass from Kovacic was just superb. Shubhankar says dark arts FC. Gautam says Mourinho cooking Arteta will be there. No water what? गया Gautam गया. Arsenal ना फिर से top 4 के लिए fight कर रहा होता है. After it will be after 6 years, assuming even by next season Arteta has not won the league. 6 years. I mean, it will be close to 6 years. Arteta came in 2019 December, so next season will be close to 6 years. 6 years, 600 million pounds spent. 0 titles. I repeat, 0 titles. Not even a bloody Carabao Cup. 0 titles. I mean, if Arteta wants to count Community Shield as a title after spending 600 pounds, God bless him. All of the gods in the world bless him. But I mean, that would be epic. The return of Jose Mourinho to Newcastle. Or I mean, just a bit before we talk on this game of Mourinho का, I mean Mourinho का return बहुत ही symbolic होगा क्योंकि Mourinho Chelsea पे आया था and Chelsea at that time Roman Abramovich, rich owners, they gave Mourinho whatever he wanted. Or if Mourinho Newcastle पे जाता है, and at the time when Abramovich took over, he was, I think, the wealthiest owner in the in football, certainly in the Premier League. Now Mourinho comes to Newcastle. The Saudis are the wealthiest owners in world football, no doubt about it. So I think Mourinho will get what he wants. It will be epic. It will be epic. I think if news breaks down, guys, if news breaks down that Mourinho is coming, Pep will not want to leave. Pep will want to be there. It will be almost an epic showdown between Mourinho and Pep Guardiola. That will be something else. Shumankar says, hold up play is awesome today, releasing the wingers. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, releasing the wingers, he could have been better, Shubhankar. दो तीन पासेस मिस किए उसने, वो मारना चाहिए अगर स्ट्राइकर तुम इतना रहे, क्योंकि तुम ड्रॉप कर रहे हो तो तुम अपना सेंटर बैक्स को भी साथ ले आ रहे हो, विच मीन स्पेस तो क्रिएट हो गया है. यू आर सर्टनली आइसोलेटिंग योर विंगर 1v1, क्योंकि सेंटर बैक को तो तुम पुल कर दिए, नो वन देयर टू सपोर्ट द ऑपोजिट फुल बैक. So you have to complete that pass. Savinho was in which he couldn't complete. Coutinho says, I envisage Arteta making Saka going back to left back to defend peak Mourinho counter-attacks with Isak and Gordon. just imagine, Coutinho, just imagine. अगर Jose Mourinho Real Madrid से Mbappe method is not working out, just in another universe or something, just imagine if Mourinho brings back someone like an Mbappe or even Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Let us imagine if Mourinho brings Mbappe from Real Madrid to Newcastle, Gordon, Isak, Mbappe. Look at the and peak Mourinho ball playing on the counter, 3-pass counter, 4-pass counter. That would just be epic. Bayaji says, Fateta not even checkbook managed, and according to most of the opposition fans, आपके पास खाली checkbook है तो आपको तो 4 ट्रॉफी हर साल नहीं हर महीने जीतना चाहिए. आपके पास ओपन चेकबुक है तो आपको हर महीना मैनेजर ऑफ द मंथ, प्लेयर ऑफ द मंथ को भी जीतना चाहिए. That is what opposition fans tell. I mean, United fans, this is such an hypocrisy. Okay, United fans tell that पेप गार्डियोला चेकबुक मैनेजर है, ठीक है, बोलते हैं ठीक है पेप ने स्पेंड किया, ठीक है जो भी बोलो आप, पर व्हेन आई आस्क देम, टेन हैग भी बहुत स्पेंड किया, मोरिनियो भी बहुत स्पेंड किया, आपका जो भी मैनेजर थे फर्ग्यूसन के बाद, फर्ग्यूसन भी स्पेंड किया, दैट इज अनदर थिंग, बट आपके जो भी मैनेजर थे, लुई वैन हाल को तो पूरा नया मिडफील्ड दे दिया, श्वाइनस्टाइगर, एनहेल डी मैरिया, जो भी फाल्का, जो भी उसको चाहिए थे. हर एक मैनेजर आपका 3-4 मिलियन स्पेंड करता है आके, वो चेकबुक मैनेजर्स नहीं है, बिकॉज यूनाइटेड फैंस आर्ग्यूमेंट इज वी हैव डन स्पेंडिंग रॉन्ग, द प्रॉब्लम इज विद द मैनेजमेंट. तो हमारा चेकबुक होना क्या मतलब हुआ, our management is good, so I don't know what sense it makes, the United fans argument. It's just illogical. You have spent money, we have spent money, we have spent money better. You have to acknowledge that. See, spending money better is also an art. It's not enough having money. Chelsea have money. What did Chelsea bloody do? कुछ नहीं करे चेल्सी. सो आई मीन मिकेल आर्टेटा को अब समझ में आ रहा, मिकेल आर्टेटा तो सीधा पेप गार्डियोला के नेक्स्ट पेप गार्डियोला से पापेट जोसे मोरिनियो बन गया. The only thing Mikel Arteta now needs to learn is his game style is very bad. He's just playing defense. Now the only thing Mikel Arteta को सीखना जो भी है वो है opposition managers को अटैक कैसे करना प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में. That is what he needs to take lessons from Jose Mourinho. you know न्यूज़ क्या है मिकेल आर्टेटा का? I think last week न्यूज़ आया है, last week मिकेल आर्टेटा ने he called all of the players and he gave each of the players lemon and a glass, and he told each of the players to squeeze the lemon right in their own glass. So each of the players took a lemon and a glass, और हर एक अपने ग्लास में नींबू स्क्वीज किए हर एक प्लेयर ने. And Mikel Arteta then told all of the players to come to the table and pour all of the juice into one bowl. Mikel Arteta's summary was, Together we win. This shows that together you win. मोटिवेशनल स्पीकिंग करने के लिए आया है या फुटबॉल खिलाने के लिए आया है मिकल? क्या कर रहा है तू? आपको मिकल आर्टेटा को पता चल गया कि ये जॉब को तो गया, मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर ही क्यों ना बन जाऊं. आई थिंक मिकल आर्टेटा रियलाइजेस इट. आपको नेक्स्ट मुझे बनना है पंडित स्काई स्पोर्ट्स में और बकवास बात करना है पॉल मर्सन की तरह, इयन राइट की तरह. तो अभी से प्रैक्टिस कर लेता हूं. दैट इज व्हाट मिकल आर्टेटा इज ब्लडी डूइंग. By this is Mourinho accused City of buying defenders at striker price. Walker Stones, while himself bought Belgian Buffalo, Belgian Binds for 85 million and a French hairdresser for 90 million. Also bought Chilean piano player on 500,000 pounds per week. और वो विक्टर लिंडलॉफ और वो डिएगो डालो उसको मिलाया. और वो फ्रेंच हेयर ड्रेसर का क्या हुआ? अपने अपने ही बाल को काट दिया ना उसने. एट लास्ट मोरिनियो को उसने ही जेड़ा करके भिजा दिया पॉल पोग्बा ने. आई मीन दैट वाज hilarious. Mourinho bought Pogba and then Pogba himself pushed Mourinho out. That reminded me of peak Roberto Mancini और Balotelli का जो भी होता था. Belgian Binds. Superb. Why this is only thing Arteta capable of winning is clown on touchline of the season ever. Last season तो ऐसे कर रहा था एक्टिंग भैया जी मिकल आर्टेटा जैसे टाइटल से ना आधा पॉइंट, एक पॉइंट भी नहीं, आधा पॉइंट दूरी पर है हम. Oh, so they're actually trialing this thing. So Premier League has told that this season there will be trials of player interviews and manager interviews in the middle of the game. So now Sky Sports is doing an interview of Fabian Asler in the middle of the game. Not a fan of this, to be honest. Not a fan of this, to be honest. But I think Pep Guardiola's interview right now would be very, very interesting. Not a fan of this at all. Is there a substitution for City? Is KDB coming on? से लगता है कि ब्राइटन का तो सब्स्टिट्यूशन हो गया है, बट आई जस्ट डोंट नो. आई थिंक ब्राइटन तो सब्स्टिट्यूट करने वाला है अभी. आई जस्ट वांट केडीबी टू प्ले दिस हाफ, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. उसका शर्ट मिसिंग था और शर्ट आया अंदर से. Yes, it's a Brighton substitution. Carlos Baleba is coming on. Maybe I think IRE might go out. और सेकेंड हाफ शुरू हो गया. बहुत नर्वस अफेयर है. बहुत नर्वस अफेयर है. ब्राइटन अवे. इंटरेस्टिंग है. आई थिंक शायद थोड़ा टैक्टिकल चेंज है क्योंकि सिटी आर प्रेसिंग इन अ 4-3-3 राइट नाउ. I mean 4-3-3 narrow. Foden in the middle of that press and Haaland and Savinho on either side. Yes, now it's again gone back to 4-4-2 press. I think it's interesting. Pep का hybrid हो रहा है between a 4-4-2 and 4-4-3-3. I think it's a trigger. When goalkeeper has the ball, press 4-3-3 हो रहा है. Sorry, 4-4-2, and when goalkeeper releases the ball, it's a 4-3-3 press. Brighton have anyway got the ball ahead. I don't want Brighton to score this early. No. Good catch by Edison, and it's offside anyway. And it's anyway offside. I mean, ये same transition था. This was exactly what happened against Sporting. You see, this is exactly how Sporting broke through us from their kickoff. I think this is something we need to work on. Exactly Sporting के साथ भी ऐसे ही हुआ. Edison, Edison to Simpson. 5 on target from City पर ऐसा तो नहीं लगा. हमने ब्राइटन गोलकीपर को शायद 2 बार टेस्ट किया, बस चांसेस बहुत आए थे. आई अंडरस्टैंड. Referee has not given a foul on Savinho, and I think foul था Savinho के ऊपर, but anyway, Simpson does well again. यार फर्स्ट हाफ में इतना टेंशन नहीं था, पर आप it's literally बहुत टेंशन हो रहा है. Brighton have come out brightly in this half, and जानते हैं ब्राइटन क्या कर सकता है. I think it was against Aston Villa. I think 1-0 down थे और 4-1 5-1 they just blew Aston Villa away. Kovacic does well. That is excellent work rate from Kovacic. Very well done tracking the runner. The defensive side has been good from Kovacic this time. मिटोमा वॉकर 1v1. आज तो एक भी नहीं हारना मिटोमा के साथ. 1v1, that is your challenge today. That is excellent again. Wonderful there again from Simpson. Simpson Puss has been superb. What a block that was from Simpson Pussy, but Baleba there. Well done again. City's defense has been very good. A good tackle there. अब क्या कर रहा है रेफरी? It was actually Rico Lewis, but earlier tackle बहुत अच्छा था Simpson का. I mean, मेरा एक और कंसर्न है कि हम फ्रीली क्यों स्कोर नहीं कर रहे. जब आई थिंक अगेंस्ट साउथहैम्पटन यू आर जस्ट विनिंग गेम्स 1-0, when teams like Brentford and Bournemouth are able to score 3-4 goals. I think he was offside anyway, Mitoma. JSK says need a huge transfer in January. कोई ऑफसाइड नहीं था वहां. आई मीन मिटोमा बहुत अच्छा स्विच ऑफ प्ले था. एंड this is wonderful there from Kovacic. Savinho does extremely well. क्या डमी था, and it's a free kick to City. क्या डमी था यार Savinho का, बहुत अच्छा डमी था. And who could be that huge transfer? JSK कौन कौन हो सकता है वो huge transfer? Zubimendi, या तो लोगों को Zubimendi, Samuel Ricky, Edison. I personally wouldn't mind Zubimendi or Samuel Ricky. At least one of those two. गुंडोगान, व्हाट क्या कर रहे हो गुंडोगान? कितने मिस्टेक? Is yes because Zubimendi play the release clause? Yes, exactly. Kyle, get back, Kyle. He's your man. What a save from Edison. What a save from Edison that is. क्या सेव था एडरसन का डैनी वेलबैक का एडर था और एडरसन का क्या सेव था यार wonderful save from Edison Danny Welbeck na it was I think Hinson I don't know who that Brighton player was पर क्या header था what a cross from Estupinian and point blank range header open header tha. See, these are the chances. That's why we need to score the second and the third. It was from Hinselwood, to be honest. Hinselwood ka hi tha. A Brighton player is down. Yes, cases also need a creative midfielder. De Bruyne always remains injured. I think creative तो है JSK. Claudio Echeverry आ रहा है and Phil Foden's there. So I do not think we need a creative midfielder. We need a DM because what happens is once you have a DM, कोवासिच भी एक क्रिएटिव मिडफील्डर जैसे खेल सकता है क्योंकि बॉक्स टू बॉक्स कोवासिच रन्स विद द बॉल यू सी द डिफेंस स्प्लिट इन पास he gave to Edison so sorry he gave to Haaland so I mean अब कोवासिच भी एक्स्ट्रा बॉडी हो सकता है so I do not think we need a creative midfielder especially with Claudio Echeverry coming in and Echeverry is very good I think he'll adapt very quickly so and also Oscar Bob if Oscar Bob comes back in Jan, I think creative midfielder का जरूरत नहीं है because I think our big targets in the creative midfield department are Words or Jamal Musiala. I don't think we'll get either of them in the winter transfer window to be honest. तो और एशेवेरी आ रहा है Oscar Bob will also be back. McAtee है McAtee is decent enough so interesting Anderson with the ball. Gautam says, I don't understand. That's why Walker doesn't commit and allows the player to cross. I actually think, Gautam, it was the mistake of Savinho because Walker is tracking Mitoma. I think Estopinian was on the outside. So I think Savinho ka mistake tha, to be honest. But Savinho is the one who needs to be tracking the opposite fullback, right? It was Savinho's mistake. Nice pace. Erling Haaland has to play it wide. ये क्या शूट कर रहा है अर्लिंग हालैंड I don't know why Erling Haaland is just taking the shot on. Has he been given orders of shoot at sight or something like that? I don't know. Just because his Phil Foden is washed. He's always washed at this time of the year. JSK. I think when November, when December, January comes, that is when you see the real Phil Foden. I'll tell you who is washed JSK. पूरा दो के सुखा दिए बार्सिलोना इका गुंडोगन से देखो गुंडोगन को बॉल मिलता है यार और क्या करता है इका गुंडोगन देखो क्या करता है What the hell was that गुंडो पूरा धोना सुखाना तो गुंडोगन का हो गया फोर्डन का छोड़ो गुंडोगन इज ब्लडी डन और वहां देखो तो बर्नार्डो सिल्वा भी डन लग रहा है ये क्या हो रहा है पता नहीं Erling Haaland with the ball is stolen the ball चांस ओपन गोल था यार हालैंड ओपन गोल था यार ओपन था यार अर्लिंग he had to complete that pass he had to visit more faster come on Erling इतना स्पिन लगा के कोई पास मिस करता है I think Hinselwood is done to be honest Shivankar says Maka high as playmaker, but I see when Echeverry is coming in, Claudio Echeverry, we have beaten competition from teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich for Claudio Echeverry. So I think Claudio Echeverry is very good. He's superb and he'll fit City's system very well. He can play just behind Erling Haaland as well. So I think, and unless one of our top targets are available in the winter transfer window, which is not possible because with Leverkusen and Bayern, of course, and the Champions League, nahi aayenge wo. So I think, I mean, maybe a few people are telling Arda Guller at Real Madrid. We could try, but don't think Madrid will actually leave him. Selwood's game is done, but we had the chances to be 2-3 nil up already in this game. By this is Walker was in no man's land on Estupinian's cross. Bayaji also I think when a fullback is, yes, Walker's positioning was not good, but if the cross is good, Pep always says this, if I mean, it's kind of like a set piece, right? Because Estupinian had all the time to cross the ball in, and there were people there, so it was almost like a set piece, right? So if the delivery from the taker is good, you can't defend it. However, well, you organize it, then defending just becomes a gamble. तो रोकना था तो source पे रोकना था और सावियो को track back करना था, I think, because the delivery was just spot on. ये क्या कॉर्नर है, बद से बदतर होते जा रहा है. What the hell was this corner, mate? क्या कॉर्नर था यार ये, ऐसे कौन लेता है यार कॉर्नर्स. और इसके लिए सेट पीस कोच भी है क्या, ऐसे ही ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए भी नौकरियां लग रही है क्या आज. I mean, who teaches set pieces like this? Just don't understand. Walker has to run. Well done by Edison there. The covering back was very good, and Walker was the slowest, to be honest. And it's a free kick for City. I mean, वो covering run देखो, Walker was the slowest. I think Walker का हो गया. Though I want to give him more time, maybe to build a bit of fitness, but Walker's done, I think, to be honest. शुभंकर से बारसा है साग गुंडो सोल. मुझे वही लगता है शुभंकर, बारसा ने गुंडोगन का सोल आत्मा लेके एक डिब्बे के अंदर, वो जीनी का जो लैंप होता है ना, उसके अंदर बंद कर लिया. और ऐसे लगता है गुंडोगन की नकल को बेच दिया. गुंडोगन नॉट फिनिशिंग, रन नहीं कर रहा है बॉक्स के अंदर, बॉल पे कंट्रोल नहीं है. ठीक है, आप ओल्ड हो जाते हो, ठीक है, आपका पेस चले जाता है, आपका फिजिकलिटी कम हो जाता है, पर आपका टेक्निकल एट्रीब्यूट्स थोड़ी कम होता है. आपका फर्स्ट टच, आपका अवेयरनेस, योर माइंड इनफैक्ट इंप्रूव्स एज यू ग्रो ओल्डर, राइट. पर गुंडोगन का इसमें तो उल्टा हो रहा है, रिवर्स एजिंग. सिर्फ साकड़ ही नहीं, गुंडोगन का सवाल को पूरा था नहीं, गायब भी कर लिए बार्सिलोना ने. इट्स अ ब्राइटन थ्रो इन. पता नहीं यार, Guardiola भी, I mean, it's KDB time now, it's bloody KDB time now. I don't know what Walker was defending there, पता नहीं यार वो क्या डिफेंस था. लकीली बॉल आ गया, पर क्या डिफेंस था पता नहीं यार, ये वॉकर का क्या ही हो रहा है. That is wonderful from Walker. एक बार तो दिमाग चला. Savinho 1-on-1, जाओ यार. This is wonderful from Savinho. Wonderful there from Kovacic. This is the defensive awareness I'm talking about from Kovacic. This is wonderful. This is what Rodri is having. Look at it. Exactly same position था Sporting के साथ भी first goal का. If you want to look back, Kovacic didn't do this. Now he's done this. सीख रहा है बंदा. If he's learning, that's fine. He's learning the process. That is fine. Look at Kovacic imposing himself or physically. That is what we want here, to be honest. Erling, Rico Lewis, switch, हाँ हाँ, wide play करो, back to Josko Guardiol और मैटियो कोवासिच अगेन. बहुत बढ़िया गेम है कोवासिच का, एटलीस्ट टिल नाउ. मैं बढ़िया बोलता हूँ और प्लेयर बॉल दे देते हैं जनरली. Josko Guardiol into the midfield, Kyle Walker, Savinho, back to Simpson. क्या पास था यार सिम्पसन का. मैथ्यूज न्यूनियस, व्हाट अ टर्न ऑफ पेस. हाँ, मैंने ऐसा सोचा था कि हालैंड को बॉल गिरेगा, बट again Simpson's first touch, his awareness is just out of this world. Savinho, hit it. कब मारोगे यार अपना पहला गोल, कब मारोगे यार. प्राइम महारेस का तो हैट्रिक हो जाता अभी. दो चांस सेविन्यो का, इतना आइसोलेट यार. तुम्हें तो यू हैव टू किल द अपोनेंट इन दोस सिचुएशंस. बस मार देना है. One on one, cutting on your favored foot. I mean, done. मार देना था ओपोनेंट को. I don't know what's happening, guys, with Savinho, to be honest. Edison there with it's goalkeeper to goalkeeper. बास्केटबॉल में फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं, पर 63 minutes gone. KDB कब आएगा? That's the thing, because 1-0 is nothing, to be honest. Shubhankar says, bro, timestamp. I have the. I think I'll add timestamps, but I have the time here on the clock. You can see. Foden, ball. अभी भी है गुंडोगन के पास. So Shubhankar, I have the time here on the scoreboard. Maybe what I'll do next time is I'll try to maybe increase the size of the time maybe there on the scorecard. But yeah, for me the timestamp here is, if you're asking me live timestamp, 64:11. What is yours? 64:13. Round about that. 64:13. Kyle Walker. Kyle, one on one. Again. Savio को आना था यार. वॉकर विथ मिटोमा. Savio को एंगेज करना है. You cannot allow a free man to put processing like that. You cannot allow a free man to put processing like that. वही बोल रहा था काइल वॉकर सैवियो को, तुम्हें आना चाहिए. यू हैव टू गो एंड एंगेज विद द टेकर. यू जस्ट कैन नॉट. वॉकर ने अच्छा किया मिटोमा का, जो भी उसको करना था, पर यू जस्ट कैन नॉट. Joao Pedro is coming on, to be honest, and Ruda. Joao Pedro is coming on. Suvankar says, I'm 1 second behind. Okay, that's actually good, because it means we're watching it almost together. But I'm not liking what's happening in the wide areas, to be honest. बहुत आसानी से जा रहे हैं crosses. Savinho does extremely well. The Savinho has to play in Haaland. That's a great ball there. That's a fantastic ball there. Matthews Nunez, क्या switch था यार, बहुत अच्छा switch था. Rico Lewis, magnificent switch. Rico Lewis again. Oh, वो crosses तो concerning है. I think something needs to be done. Fell forward in there. Wonderful ball. Kovacic. Kyle Walker. Simpson. Josko Guardiol. Kovacic, wonderful from Kovacic. Kyle Walker, Kovacic again, fell forward and Savinho. स्विच करना. काइल वॉकर ने तो पूरा खराब ही कर लिया. आई थिंक इट्स ओवर. खराब पास था. अदरवाइज इट वाज ओवर. इट्स अ 3v2. इट वाज अ 3v2. क्या काइल वॉकर ही था ना वो. इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग उसने वो रैंडम पास दिया. आई मीन व्हाट द फक मैन. Well, I mean, we were so good in the attack, in such a good attacking phase. Look at it, simple है ब्राइटन का कोई प्लान ही नहीं है. वो हमारा लेफ्ट को जा रहे हैं and then they are pumping crosses in. Shubhankar says Savinho needs to press the second man. I'm now 1 minute behind. Okay, my timestamp now is 67:40. So 67:40, yeah. And Edison does extremely well. Edison does extremely well. They're sitting around the fringes. Kyle Walker, क्या पास दे रहे हो यार. ये क्या खेल रहे हो यार. Kyle Walker, this is one of the worst I've seen a player play. Edison does extremely well. We are on the fringes here, guys. अगर ब्राइटन को फिनिश करना था तो it would be 4-1. This is turning out to be all out like Fulham. इतने चांस, we are absolutely on the fringes here. और वो मिडफील्डर का रनर था गुंडोगन तो पिक ही नहीं कर सकता है because he's old, the legs are old. Kovacic, of course, he can't pick up. Foden तो पिक ही नहीं करता क्योंकि अटैकिंग मिडफील्ड है. Gautam says it's scrappy, but Gautam, did you see what Walker did in the space of the 2 minutes? In the space of 2 minutes, Walker himself has conceded almost 2 goals. When we were attacking, क्या किया उसने? He's like he gave the ball straight to Brighton, and now what was that pass? It was like he's playing that pass to bloody Pep Guardiola. That's what it was. Shubhankar says Walker is washed. Washed in Shubhankar. I think you're a bit kind to Kyle Walker. सिर्फ washed ही नहीं, Walker का तो नहाना धुलाना सब हो गया. He's now soaked. He's now hanging dry. जैसे इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं ना, hanging dry. That is what Kyle Walker is. High and dry. High तो वो हर रात होता है Kyle Walker. अब तो ड्राई भी हो गया वो. जो उसने कारनामा किए ना, तो ड्राई भी हो गया वो ऑफ द फील्ड. हाई एंड ड्राई काइल वॉकर. Gautam says they can be scoring very soon if not stopped. I'm literally worried about Kyle Walker's flank. Gautam, they have not even attempted the other flank. Other flank से तुमने एक भी क्रॉस देखा Gautam? No and no. Absolutely not. सारा काइल वॉकर का फ्लैंक का है. और अब काइल वॉकर एंड सिम्पसन को नाउ एक और वी आर इन एन एब्सोल्युटली डार्क प्लेस. और वो डार्कनेस में उजाला डालने के लिए मैं आ रहा हूं. मैं तो अब रोशनी डालूंगा. मेरा नाम है बर्नार्डो सिल्वा इन प्लेस ऑफ इकाई गुंडोगन. अब क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा. गुंडोगन एंड बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, I think they will be fighting for the worst player of the season ever at City. मैं लूंगा. That's how their situation is. Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. They are two of the. I mean, at this point in time, they are playing some of the worst football right now. Gautam says Walker has done, man. We need a right back in the summer. Gundogan's going, Bernardo Silva is coming. समझ में नहीं आता क्या है. भैया just done with Walker. भांग का कर खेलने आता है. सुपर भांग खाकर खेलने आता है एवरी गेम. आई थिंक भैया जी भांग का ना कभी बंद भी करता है क्या. आई थिंक 24 आवर्स ऑन करता है, ऑन होता है काइल वॉकर का. हमेशा हाई ही रहता है. आई मीन वहां बैक फोर में सिम्पसन है, रिको लुइस है, दोनों इतने यंग और दोनों काइल वॉकर से 200% बेटर. एटलीस्ट आपके अंदर पेस नहीं है तो थोड़ा दिमाग तो यूज करो. वो क्या पास था, पेप गार्डियोला का पास दे रहा है सीधा. व्हाट द हेल मेट. और ब्राइटन तो 3 बार 1-on-1 निकल चुके हैं अभी. 3 बार, 3 टाइम्स. काइल वॉकर. भाई क्या कमेंट था भाई जी. भंग अगर खेलने आता है यार. दैट इज ट्रू. अर्लिंग हालैंड. अर्लिंग हालैंड डज एक्सट्रीमली वेल. Shubhankar says Burno is better. I think both are playing worse. Shubhankar, to be honest, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Ki Bernardo Silva replace कर रहा है कुंडोगन को. That's a foul on Phil Foden. और cheers to the king. Cheers to the king. Pep is going for it, mate. Pep is going for it. Bernardo on the right. केविन De Bruyne और फिल फोर्डन दोनों खेल रहे हैं. बर्नार्डो ऑन द राइट, केविन De Bruyne, फिल फोर्डन एंड मैटियो कोवासिच इन द सेंटर. पता नहीं, शायद पता नहीं पेप का क्या थॉट प्रोसेस है. आई थॉट he'll try to close out the game. नहीं, पेप तो उल्टा जा रहा है. पेप इज गोइंग अटैक. Savinho for Kevin De Bruyne. Wow, two attacking mids against this Brighton team. Very interesting. I don't think हमने बहुत बार देखा कि फोर्डन और केडीबी एक ही टीम में खेल रहे हैं. I just don't know that. Kevin De Bruyne. ओके, फिल फोर्डन को उसने राइट में भिजा दिया एंड बर्नार्डो सिल्वा इन द सेंटर. It's a free kick for Brighton there. Gagam says, and he is here. King Kevin is here. But don't you think Pep has done a gamble? Pata nahi. Now I understand. Ford and right wing pair, so yeah, that's fine. Simpson Pussy again does extremely well. Kyle Walker, Phil Foden, देखो Phil Foden अब पीछे आके डिफेंड कर रहा है. That is good. Juvankar says King Kevin. चांस आफ्टर चांस क्रिएट कर रहे हैं ब्राइटन तो. अर्लिंग हालैंड देयर. रिटेन नहीं कर पाया बॉल. हमें नाम बॉल ही नहीं रख रहे. फर्स्ट हाफ वी वर लाइक बार्सिलोना, सेकंड हाफ वी आर लाइक ब्रेडी स्टोक सिटी. एक हाफ पे पूरा बॉल है, दूसरा हाफ पे बॉल ही नहीं है. क्या चल रहा है, जस्ट डोंट नो. Shubhankar says to attack is the best form of defense. देन अब बर्नार्डो को राइट विंग पे खिलाओ ना, और फोर्डन को मिडिल पे डाल दो. केविन De Bruyne फोर्डन को वसेच ऑल आउट अटैक हो जाएगा. It's a throw in for City. Literally, Savinho had a very, I mean, मैं very bad ऐसा नहीं बोलूँगा पर सेविन्यो का ना I just think that वो उसको मार देना चाहिए था वो दो चांस कितने इजी चांसेस थे यार 1-on-1 एक तो दूसरा लेफ्ट फुट पे ओपन हो गया एटलीस्ट टेस्ट तो करो गोलकीपर को वो सेव करता है दैट इज वेल डन प्ले अगेन पता नहीं सेविन्यो का don't get sucked into the press please don't get bloody sucked into the press that is what I would say don't bloody get sucked into the press this is excellent there Phil Foden हाँ बॉल ही रिटेन नहीं कर पा रहे यार बॉल तो रखो ball to Rako, I think ball retention has become very poor in this half. I don't know if it's tactical, कुछ है पता नहीं पर ball retention तो बहुत ही बेकार है इस half में. क्या first touch है मिटोमा का? And Brighton score. ये तो होना ही था. Brighton score. Joao Pedro scores. 1-1. यार ये तो होना ही था. शुभंकर says we need to recall Lord Calvin most probably इतने क्रॉसेस आ रहे थे वो उनका राइट विंग से सॉरी उनका लेफ्ट विंग से still we did not respond and this happens Gautam says goal Brighton exactly I mean इतने chances आ रहे थे वो लेफ्ट विंग से and now they finally score. They should have scored bloody 3 or 4 actually. So it's not a surprise that we have conceded. It's a surprise that we have not conceded till now. And we have conceded only now. Joao Pedro is back. By this is goal was coming. Over the top ball was becoming a routine. I mean, भाई जी कितने chances थे ना ब्राइटन को उस flank से every time and I hope we don't go on and lose it now. A draw and then get to the international break. That's all. It's a free kick to City. I just Gautam says take a draw. That too looks difficult. Exactly, a draw is not looking bad right now. But then again, Gautam, that is the thing. Jo chances hame aaye, we didn't take it, and that's what has happened. To be honest, Shubhankar says what the F, Yasko Enrico. But again, I blame what was happening on that left flank. ये तो पहला warning नहीं था. I mean इतने chances थे ब्राइटन को header ब्राइटन ने 1-on-1 गए 2-3 बार सब chances on that left flank Rico Lewis what the hell Rico 10 minutes and there's no Johnny Stones as well I think a draw holding on to a draw is also looking difficult right now to be honest it's literally a bad phase we are going through but can we somehow get a winner here that is the thing can we somehow get a winner here that is the thing That's a Brighton throw. A draw also is looking difficult here, to be honest. Ah, I don't know what you people think about the draw result, but draw is also looking difficult here. It's Joao Pedro. And Brighton score again. 2-1. That's what I'm telling. A draw is also looking difficult here. Brighton score again. 2-1. Match is done, I think. Brighton score again. Bloody hell. 2-1. Look at Pep Guardiola there. Matt O'Reilly scores. Onside. Definitely onside. Gotham just make it a four-peat of losses. Simple ball through the middle. But this is disaster. Those chances in the first half, exactly why against Sporting. Those chances in the first half in this match, those chances in the first half. I cannot blame. You cannot. I mean, you know your midfield is not there. That means your attackers have to take those chances. All of those chances in the first half. Countanya says this. They're literally cutting through the center. What the hell is happening? Countanya, do you think a center is there? Who is the center? Kovacic, Foden, De Bruyne, which means there is no center there. That's been the problem. There is no center there. That is the problem. Kovacic does not have the defensive nous. That is the problem. Kovacic does extremely well there to take the ball. Shubhankar says, just bring the international break. That is what even I want. Just bloody bring the international break. Bayaji says, just easy to score against City and we create chances with so much difficulty. और क्या होता है? We don't take them. Bloody hell. 1-0 up. 2-1 down in 2 minutes. What the hell, guys? What the bloody hell? Win probability 4% for City. Even in this stage of the game, I've never seen a win probability of 4% for City, to be honest. I think they'll score the third as well. Gautam says, I think it's good that City is facing this right now. Sometimes you need a wake up call like this. Joao Pedro is now going there again and he's offside, I think. No, he's not offside. He's just keeping the ball. He's just toying with us. I think the international break will be very crucial. I don't know what Pep Guardiola will work out in that international break because in all of the previous campaigns we have had runs like this. If people don't remember, we lost to Palace, Leicester, Brentford, Leicester, Brentford, Palace, and then we go on that run. So the only thing is lack of Rodri right now. That is what is concerning. Can we create one last chance? That is the thing. Can we create one last chance? Counting assists, if there was no center, then it's time to shift to a back five, 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, whatever you wanna call it. And counting, yeah, there are no center backs to shift to a back five. Diaz is injured, Akanji is injured, Ake is injured, Stones is injured. Walker is not up to full fitness. Who are the centre backs to play a back five? So continue. There are no centre backs to play a back five. There need to be people, right, to play a back five. There are no centre backs. All of City centre backs are injured. So what do you do? Gautam's is not going for players in summer. Without Rodri, this time team can't doing anything. Just feel an end of this. The cycle for this team is coming. You need a rebuild in the summer. That's what I feel. Bernardo, Gundogan, KDB, Walker. At least 4 or 5 people in this team who need to go. So Kovacic is not exactly in his prime, to be honest. Kovacic is hitting his 30s. Counting as it's not the results that's annoying, but the way they're happening. And counting in a way, Guardiola's hand is forced, right? He does not have his back four. All his defenders and CDM are injured. Kevin De Bruyne in a great position. Erling Haaland, I thought a chance for a header, but I thought that went in from Kevin De Bruyne. That was close from Kevin De Bruyne. Just didn't curl at the last moment. So that's the thing, and the injuries as well with the defenders. I will not say that Guardiola and Simpson Bosse didn't play well there, but again that's the thing. Without the midfield, I think you can have a good defense and you can have a good attack, but without that midfield connector is just so important. That is the thing. I know people say on one player, how can it depend so much, but then again, if that one player is your Ballon d'Or winner, if that one player is the best in the Premier League, sorry, best in world football, CDM, then anyone who's gonna replace him when he gets injured will be a downgrade, right? Because no good player would want to sit on the bench for Rodri. Counting says, yes, City does go through such phases every season, but never did teams find it so easy to play through a prep midfield, aging midfield. The cycle, bloody hell, 9 minutes of added time. Kaudinya says, and in addition to that, never did people like Haaland shit 4 to 5 chances every match, literally every match. That's what's happening with Haaland. That's another thing. And Savinho as well. I mean, in those positions in the past, you had people like Riyad Mahrez, for example, who take those chances regularly. 9 minutes of added time, bloody hell. Can we find an equalizer, a draw, and still manageable, a draw? What the hell was that ball there? I don't know. Bayaji says yes, switch to 5-3-1-1. This team can't defend to save their life. There are no ones, I think, Bayaji, to switch to a back five. All of the defense is injured. Okay, when it comes back, you can think of it, but right now there's no defense. The only fit centre back is Josko Guardiola. Kovacic does well. Is this the chance? Ah! That's another goal kick. Gautam says 9 minutes is too much, not only to draw but even win it. One last blissful moment from Moment for City. Come on, Gotham says manifest a goal for City. Yes. 8 more minutes to go. Let us manifest a goal for City. Let all of the footballing gods come and manifest a goal for City. दिन तो इतना अच्छा शुरू हुआ था 1-0 हालैंड गोल और खत्म तो बहुत बेकार बेबस हो रहा है. Rico Lewis. There's no Johnny Stones, that's the problem. I don't know how John Stones got injured. Bernardo Silva, Mateo Kovacic. It's a throw for City. Bayaji says our season will end at Anfield. It might also start at Anfield, Bayaji. It might also start at Anfield. You never know. कुछ भी हो सकता है. It might start at bloody Anfield. You just never know. 6 more minutes to go. एक एक तो चांस क्रिएट करो यार केविन डी ब्रुयना. We should have kept it at 1-1 somehow. Our draw was not at all bad. देखो कितना स्लो मूव कर रहे हैं बॉल अभी भी. कोवासिच, काइल वॉकर, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा. इसको तो फर्स्ट टच ही चला गया पता नहीं क्या. He lost the ball and Brighton have the ball right now and get the ball back. Progress it faster, faster. Kevin De Bruyne, what a ball. Bernardo Silva. It's a throw in for City. 9 मिनट में ऑलमोस्ट 5 मिनट हो गया पता नहीं क्या किया. नॉट अ सिंगल चांस ना. अगर 9 मिनट मिलता है तो चांस आफ्टर चांस क्रॉस आफ्टर क्रॉस डालना चाहिए. पता नहीं क्या कर रहे सिटी. वी आर ब्लडी बिल्डिंग अप फॉर 5 मिनट्स. बर्नार्डो सिल्वा. इससे अच्छे सेविन्यो को ही रखते हैं. नाउ ब्लडी काइल वॉकर वांट्स टू क्रॉस. योस्को ग्वार्डियोल. बुलेट हेडर था यार. मैंने सोचा चला गया पर नहीं. हाँ 4 और मिनट है. था नहीं यार. प्लीज मैनिफेस्ट 1 goal फॉर सिटी. पास द बॉल. सिम्सन पुसी तो 1 मिनट ले रहा है बॉल पास करने के लिए. ब्लडी हेल. Bernardo Silva does extremely well. It's a free kick for City. भाई जिसे once in a lifetime pinpoint cross by वॉकर वो क्या है भैया जी ये बांग खाता है ना वॉकर तो आई थिंक उसका बस चले जाता है ऐसे क्रॉसेस दिमाग काम करना बंद होता है केविन डुब्राना का बॉल दो यार De Bruyne is out of form now. I just cannot say anything. De Bruyne is misplacing crosses. Gary says, GGMU, we're gonna stump you, mate. Man United will win the PL. Even in Ruben Amorim's dreams, United he will not see United winning the PL. Never. Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, De Bruyne. I don't know what De Bruyne is doing. 1.5 minute to go, that's all. And zero attempts in the last 9 minutes, except the Guardiola header. Gautam says Man United after the end of the season. Why always me? I think Matthews Nunes is down. Shots on target. First half 5, Brighton 0. City second half 0, Brighton 4. That was the difference. That was the bloody difference. I think it's almost over. One last chance. And now Haaland has picked up a fight. It's a yellow card for bloody Erling Haaland. Ah, I think he's bloody pulled Erling Haaland down there. पर क्या है एक गोल तो नहीं मिलेगा ना now let the referee bloody blow the whistle and let Brighton celebrate 2 मिनट में 2 गोल that's the worst thing and Pep Guardiola's fourth loss in a row second loss in the Premier League now it will be interesting to see if Pep Guardiola will renew or not because this is where the decision needs to be made right now I think in November break whether he's renewing or not. Exactly, Gary. In your dreams, Man United will finish above City, Liverpool, and in your dreams, that's it. Now it's the international break for City, and pata nahi, Pep. I think now the decision will come. Pep will renew or not. क्योंकि उसके हिसाब से जनवरी ट्रांसफर विंडो में प्लान्स बनेंगे look at Pep Guardiola there it's like lone man walking look at the City players everyone's just walking off. I mean you can see that there is hurt in their eyes. They do care for the club. It's not sometimes you see players of United का players देखते हम and stuff and you see that there is that and you see that there is no feeling of hurt in their eyes. But City ka players and Pep, you can literally see that they are hurting deep down, which shows that they care for the club. To be honest, which shows that they absolutely care for the club. Pep's longest losing runs as a manager. April 2018, 3. We won the league. Man City, May to August 2021, 3 again. Maybe we won the league, I don't know. Gautam says, nevertheless, we'll meet after the international break. I mean, we'll see, Gautam. But again, six titles in 7 years. I think that in itself for me, I think whatever might happen this season, 6 titles at Salma, 6 titles in 7 years, a treble, a Champions League. When you look at clubs like Arsenal, 20 years, zero Premier League titles. Liverpool, since the Premier League started, one title. 2000 under Klopp, one title in 25 30 years. You look at Man United, last 15 years, one title. Chelsea, last 8 9 years, one title. I mean, Man United has won one title in the last 15 years. 12 13 was their last under Alex Ferguson. So I think whatever might happen this season, it's like because 6 titles in 7 years is not normal. It's absolutely not normal. It's the exception. Year after year after year, you go on winning the titles. I mean, you have won four in a row. What is your motivation to win the fifth? So I think it's a cycle. That's also whatever happens. I think we need to enjoy the club. That's what I would say. I know it's hurting, but it's a cycle. When you've enjoyed the six Premier League titles, when all of the other traditional top four teams have had one title in 20 years, two titles in 20 years, what do you do then? By this is no City players should be allowed to leave on an international break. Shivankar says, I mean, जा भी कोई नहीं रहा है, I think, Bayaji, to be honest, because सब लोग तो injured है, सब लोग तो injured है. But Shubhankar says Pep will renew for sure. Bayaji says reminds me of Pellegrini's last season. पर Bayaji अब जब हम treble जीते थे वो season, even that season also until February it was looking like shit. Cancelo was shit. We were not playing well. Nothing. Pep switches it to a back four. We go on a winning run, win the treble. That was one of the worst winning runs, and we were 8 points, 9 points behind Arsenal at that point. Still we came back and won the league and the treble 2 seasons back, right? I mean, the gap with Liverpool is nothing, literally nothing. I mean, I backed this side to hunt down a gap of 11, 12 points as well from January to May. That's actually not my concern. My concern is the January recruitment and I mean, what changes will Pep do, to be honest, in order to counter this? Because अब तक तो Pep का कोई solution नहीं आ पाया, to be honest. Shubhankar says if Jack plays for England in the break, ship him in January. कोई लेने वाला नहीं है. That is the problem. Gautam says, and always remember the words of Tixiki. At the end, what we do is always win. Pride and battle. That is what has been the motto of the club. Pride and battle. Shubhankar says it happens sometimes. Shubhankar says, but very bad business from Tixiki and the board in the summer of 2024. I mean, in hindsight, maybe I think we should have given the 100 mil for Bruno Guimaraes. We should have given the 100 million for Bruno Guimaraes and we should have just got him because anyway we got 80 million pounds for Julian Alvarez, right? Maybe they overestimated Rodri's fitness, which was a mistake in itself. Again, for me, I think they were unsure about who the manager is coming, so they could not extensively go on and replenish this midfield. Baya, this is not just this window, last 3 to 4 windows, no second striker, no goal scoring winger. But I think Bayaji, क्या हुआ ना? I think Pep Guardiola. I mean, one thing is City like to keep, small squads, 14, 15 people, 14, 15, 16 people squads, that's all. Almost our squad is very small and especially the last season which City had the best squad was the Gundogan season, Gundogan's farewell season when we won the treble. I think उसके बाद से I think where the trouble started. The 22 season के summer से is where the trouble started I think. क्योंकि हमने गुंडोगन का ठीक से रिप्लेस नहीं किया क्योंकि कोवासिच आया बट दैट वाज नॉट द आंसर. हमने वॉकर का सिचुएशन को एड्रेस नहीं किया. हमने ये एड्रेस नहीं किया कि फुल बैक पे कोई अटैक करने वाला नहीं है. और विंगर भी हमने ऐसे विंगर्स ला लिए कि both of them are inexperienced. See, you cannot blame Savio for doing that. Bloody Mohamed Salah, well, how much time did Salah take to hit his peak? Salah in his first stint didn't make it at Chelsea, right? He went back and then he came to Liverpool. 25, 26, right? At least 20, 24, 25, 26. That was when Salah hit his peak. And Savinho is just 19 years of age. कुछ भी नहीं होता यार ये कोल पामर अब 23 years of age है और अब जाके पीक हिट कर रहा है. So I think Savinho still has 3 4 years to go. Vinicius Junior बेकार था at 19 20 years of age. So I think the problem is too much inexperience in the front line. Savio, Doku, Grealish जो कभी फिट ही नहीं रहता, काइल वॉकर बैकलाइन जो हमेशा बंक आता रहता है और never no is never in the right frame of mind. Subhankar says to experience the high, you need to experience the low. That is true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Subhankar will actually now go to the player ratings. I know this will be difficult for you. This will be very difficult for you. We'll just put the players in their category. What do you think? Awesome, great, average, below average, piss poor. Shubhankar says, "What Vienna? Please don't screw in the winter window. My request." Bayaji says in PL, refreshing the squad every other season is a must to remain on top. And Bayaji, I think we have actually done that till the treble winning season. और जब वो treble winning season के बाद हमने वो छोड़ दिया. I don't know why. Because even when Rodri was at his peak, we got in Calvin Phillips. And Calvin Phillips at that time was one of the best DMs in the Premier League. उस season जो Calvin Phillips ने खेला under Marcelo Bielsa, Calvin Phillips was easily in the top 3 DMs in the league. England के लिए उसने Euros की final के लिए DM खेलते हुए लेके गया. And Calvin Phillips in that season when we got him was one of the best DMs in world football around, to be honest. वो ट्रांसफर वर्क नहीं हुआ. आई थिंक उधर से वो कैल्विन फिलिप्स की साइनिंग से वो कैल्विन फिलिप्स की साइनिंग के बाद आई थिंक इट जस्ट वेंट डाउनहिल. वी नेवर wanted to replace Kyle Walker. I think पेप ने Kyle Walker की शेल्फ लाइफ को ओवर एस्टिमेट कर लिया. I think we should have sold Walker to Bayern for 30 million. I don't know. Hindsight में बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं ये, but I just think the last 2 seasons it just peppered over the cracks due to Pep's genius. I still don't know how we won the Premier League in the last 2 seasons, to be honest. और चैंपियंस लीग में ऑलमोस्ट हमने रियल मैड्रिड को सेमीफाइनल में ऑलमोस्ट वी शुड हैव गॉन टू द फाइनल लास्ट सीजन एज वेल इन द चैंपियंस लीग, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. शुभंकर says Barca giving Gundo for free seems like we have been robbed. ऐसे ही लगता है ये तो वो गुंडोगन नहीं है शुभंकर, ये तो वो गुंडोगन नहीं है. Vinay says City boat fucked this up heavy. Shivankar says, hello, great. In 2023, Josko, Doku, Kova was good business. Kova always was the worst for that one season. क्योंकि Kova 30-31 का age है अभी. They're showing the second goal, to be honest, and cut through the middle. 1-2 and a third man run. 1-2 and a third man run. That is the thing. It was the mistake of Josko Guardiola. Second goal Brighton का तो Josko Guardiola का ही mistake था, to be honest. It was the bloody mistake of Josko Guardiola. It was the mistake of Josko Guardiola. Simpson Pussy ने तो अपना मैन को कवर किया, पर Josko Guardiola का तो वो mistake था. भैया जी says Walker, Gundo, Bernardo, Kova, KDB alternate city. एक पूरा साइकिल खत्म हुआ भैया जी. I think अब देखो पेप का पहला स्क्वाड, that Centurion season to almost the 18-19 season when Rodri came. I think that was one cycle, because in the 18-19 season, from the Centurion season of Pep, or even 2016 to when 18-19 वो जब हम लिवरपूल के साथ वो जीते थे टाइटल by 1 point, I think that was the point where Aguero went, Silva went, Fernandinho went, Laporte उसी टाइम पे आया था. I think 3-4 players actually went at that point of time. I think वो एक साइकिल था. और ये दूसरा साइकिल था when Mahrez went and Mahrez went, और वो दूसरा साइकिल ना भी कंटिन्यू हो रहा है. I think that is the thing, and that second cycle will end now when KDB leaves, Walker leaves, like I mentioned, Bernardo leaves, Gundogan leaves. I think there are at least 5 people playing in this team whose cycle is done at City. Subhankar says it's too damn easy to outplay us in the midfield, and then there is Walker. Walker तो मस्त high रहता है. I mean, honestly, Brighton should have scored more if we are really honest. Yes, we can sit back here, we can be disappointed and all, but we, but but, but, but I just think honestly in the first half, वो header तो concede करना था point blank. Then I think someone goes one on one well back, misses it. So I think at least Brighton had two headers and a one on one, three chances in the first half. It could have been 5-1. It could have been Sporting all over again. But yeah, this is JSK was right. Never go back to your ex. that is Gundo. पर पर भाई एक्स भी ऐसा था ना गुंडो हमें ट्रिपल जिता के गया और ला लीगा में वो एक बख्तर बार्सिलोना टीम थी कोई टैक्टिक्स नहीं थे जावी के पास उस बख्तर बार्सिलोना टीम को गुंडो ने अकेला he was like he had the highest assist in La Liga in that team if you can have the highest assist in La Liga just imagine Haaland के साथ Savinho के साथ Doku के साथ De Bruyne के साथ how many assists will you have the decline of Gundogan's rapid. The decline of Walker's rapid this season. We expected the decline, but the decline of Bernardo's rapid, to be honest. Subhankar says awful substitutions. Midfield bypass so easily. Weren't clinical enough. Weird setup. Foden was left wing at one point and Nunez was the midfield high ही नहीं Subhankar. किसको खिला होगा midfield? Kevin De Bruyne fit नहीं है Kevin De Bruyne. Clearly दिख रहा है fit नहीं है Kevin De Bruyne. Gundogan washed. Bernardo Silva washed. Oscar Bob injured. Oscar Bob plays as a cam in the midfield for academy. Oscar Bob injured anyway. मिडफील्ड में हाई कौन खिलाने के लिए दैट इज माय क्वेश्चन कोवासिक स्टॉप नहीं खेल सकता ना वो खुद इंजरी प्रोन है और वो फिजिकल आई मीन मिडफील्ड पे डिफेंसिवली फिजिकली ये करने के लिए इंपोज करने के लिए है ही कौन मिडफील्ड में I mean we are damn easy to play through the midfield our defending is shit बोल सकते हो पर डिफेंस में है ही कौन मुझे और एक टीम बताओ जिसमें आपका 4 सेंटर बैक इंजर्ड हो जाते हैं डियाज अकेंजी आके एंड जॉन स्टोन्स ठीक है लिवरपूल को ले लो मैं आपको बोलूंगा लिवरपूल का वैन डाइक कोनाटे क्वांजा एंडी रॉबर्टसन ट्रेंट पांचों इंजर्ड है आर्सेनल का 5 डिफेंडर ले लो आप पांचों इंजर्ड है आर्सेनल का और मैं ये भी बोलूंगा कि लिवरपूल के मिडफील्ड के कर्टिस जोन्स सबोजलाई रायन ग्रावेनबर्ग वो भी इंजर्ड है और मैं बोलूंगा लुइस डियाज भी इंजर्ड है आपका लिवरपूल का क्या क्या खेलेगा लिवरपूल लिवरपूल तो घंटा खेलेगी लिवरपूल कुछ नहीं कर पाएगी लिवरपूल आई मीन मुझे एक और टीम बताओ जिसका 4-5 सेंटर बैक इंजर्ड है 3 मिडफील्डर्स का ये हो गया साइकिल खत्म हो गया 3 मिडफील्डर्स आर अबाउट 33 No, there's no other team in world football that can actually do this. Absolutely no other team in world football. Cardenas is looking ahead. Who's gonna bail City out of this? They always had 1 to 2 players showing up every season. That is the question, Cardenas. That is the big question. You know, that is why Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the world. He gets paid 20 million pounds per year to bloody short this fucking shit out. Gundogan's coming for the interview. That is the role of Pep Guardiola and what he wants to do. That is the thing. Because you look at the title-winning sides, right? Alex Ferguson, Manchester United, 2012. I'm just looking at the last decade. 2012-13. They win the title next season. Don't finish in the top 4. Okay, you see managerial change. Leicester, same. Antonio Conte with Chelsea. They win the Premier League next season. They're not even in the top 4. I think in the last decade, I think the teams that have won. I mean, it's mostly City, but how many teams have won the title and the next season they've not been in the top 4? Liverpool, 1920 won the title. Next season, not even in the top 4. Done. Next season, all injuries. I think in the midst of all of this ये पूरा dark period में हमें ये भी याद रखना चाहिए कि last 10-15 years में ऐसे कितने teams है जो title जीते और next season at least top 4 में finish किए there is hardly any team in the last 15 years maybe Man United I think that has won the title and finish in the top 4 next season they don't Chelsea didn't finish, Liverpool didn't finish, United didn't finish in the last 10 years, Leicester didn't finish. Every team that won the title dropped out of the top four the next season. And here you have City, title after title after title, 7 years, 6 titles, 4 Carabao Cups, 2 FA Cups, treble, domestic quadruple. So I think we can give the benefit of doubt to City. We don't need to, be fall all over City. That's the thing. Shubhankar says senior players hiding. Edison will always concede. 19-year-old at centre back. Kyle Walker is done. उसका काम तो जिसे भैया जी ने बोला भांग भांग करना है बस. Bhaiya ji says what will happen in the next 2 games? उठा ले रे बाबा उठा ले. That is what will happen. But Bayaji, with this team, I'm telling you, if we can beat Liverpool at Anfield, that will reignite our season. और हमारा नेक्स्ट 2 मैचेस कौन से है बायाजी? हमारा नेक्स्ट 2 मैचेस है टॉटनहम एट होम on Liverpool at Anfield, if I'm not wrong, after the international break. Spurs at home and Liverpool at Anfield, to be honest. Shubhankar says, no surprises when our captain is absolutely garbage and we make 2 signings in the summer, none of which were positions that actually needed filling. CDM का में ब्रूनो गेमेरेस ऐसे लगता है जाना चाहिए, but again a rare mistake by City in the last 7 years, I would say. Bayaji says Rodri was pleading for last 2 seasons to sign a deputy, but Tixiki and Pep went deaf. वो तो press conference पे भी आके बोल के टायर हो गया Rodri. पता नहीं क्या क्यों नहीं सुने Pep. That is true. He was being overplayed everywhere, Rodri, and this had to happen. Rodri had to break down, to be honest. Shubhankar says, now I just want O'Reilly and Wright in midfield, fucks. Yes, I mean, इससे तो बुरा नहीं हो सकता ना. But this is 4 defeats in a row, a culmination of lots of things that were ignored because of favorable results. Pepper over the cracks कर रहे थे. जब ओले गन्ना सोल्सगार पहला 10 मैच उसके मैनेजरियल स्टेंट में खेला तो everyone thought United will win the bloody league. जब एंज ने अपने पहले 10 मैच जीते तो everyone thought Spurs will win the bloody league. So पेपर ओवर कर रहे थे, रिजल्ट्स तो पेपर ओवर करते बहुत. Let's actually do the ratings. Let's come with Edison. For me, Edison was below average. Edison was absolutely below average. Edison ने I mean उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कुछ ज्यादा खास नहीं था. Brighton's highline को he didn't try. I think there was one ball over the top for Haaland. That's it. He did not try. He did not absolutely try at all. अभी हाइलाइट्स दिखा रहे बॉर्नमथ का. नहीं, मुझे हाइलाइट्स नहीं चाहिए बॉर्नमथ का. I do not want to see again City bloody losing this. Fuck off. Yes, I think Edison was below average. वो second goal का भी I think he could have done a lot better. He could have done a lot better with that one-on-one. बहुत जल्दी आगे आ गया and then he just showed the easy side to the attacker, to be honest. Zubankar says, भाईजी says, ये हर वीकेंड एक नया धोखा और ये सिटी का धोखा में. I mean, it will not be that bad, भाईजी, if Liverpool drop points today, draw भी कर ले, and Arsenal drop points against Chelsea और draw भी कर ले, क्योंकि you have had a bad run. If Liverpool draw today, you have had a bad run of results, but then you are just 3 points behind Liverpool. And if Liverpool lose, it's even more good. You have lost to Bournemouth, you have lost to Brighton, and still you're just 2 points behind Liverpool. If Liverpool can lose today, then I think this defeat will not sting as much. Biagis's distribution was all over the place. Lots of fucking around the box. I mean, मैं पिसपूर पे डाल देता, पर ऐसी महान कलाकारी हैं जो अभी पिसपूर में आने वाले हैं. I didn't want to disrespect एडिसन, इसलिए मैं जस्ट बिलो एवरेज में डाल रहा हूँ. और अब कैमरॉन सिम्पसन पुसी, आई थिंक कैमरॉन सिम्पसन पुसी वाज एवरेज, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. I mean he did whatever he had to do. I mean एडरसन ने कितने बार प्रेशर में बॉल दिए इसको and he played out of pressure really well. वो जो सेकंड गोल था ना, Josko Guardiola, सिम्पसन पुसी अपने मार्कर को मार्क कर रहा था. Josko Guardiola made the mistake. He left the marker. He left the striker. और Rico Lewis को अंदर आना था, and at the end no one marked him. I think the second goal is all on Josko Guardiola. I think Cameron Simpson pussy और Kyle Walker के side में, you would think Simpson is the elder one. Simpson is the senior. इतना अच्छा खेला Cameron Simpson because he was very good. I mean, because of the two goals. I mean, दोनों goals में उसका mistake नहीं था. जो भी उससे पूछा गया उसने किया. His passing was good. I think he deserves to start ahead of a lot of people. Actually, Cameron Simpson pussy. Counting says Haaland is missing chances. Ederson, Grealish, Doku, Bernardo, Gundo, Kova not in form. KDB, Stones, Ake can't manage to stay fit. Walker gets beaten by every winger he plays against. I mean, आएंगे उस महापुरुष के बारे में आएंगे काउंटिन्यू उस महापुरुष के बारे में उस महापुरुष के बारे में आएंगे but yeah like Bayer says now let's go on to Josko Guardiola to be honest. आई मीन मैं तो यस्को गार्डियल को पिसपुर बोलूंगा आई मीन क्योंकि दोनों गोल भैया जी दोनों गोल पे उसका हाथ था दोनों गोल पे उसका हाथ था ही शुड हैव क्लियर्ड फॉर द फर्स्ट गोल आई मीन नीचे गिर जाके आई डोंट नो ही जस्ट लेफ्ट द मार्कर सेकंड गोल के लिए और फर्स्ट गोल के लिए आई जस्ट don't know what happened there defensively the ball just fell he didn't clear it he had the chance to clear it I mean center first half both अच्छे थे सब लोग because we had the ball and when you have the ball it can pepper over a lot of things when you don't have the ball that is when the strength of your midfield and the strength of your defense वो forefront पे आ जाते हैं and Josko Guardiola was just piss poor for me to be honest. Coutinho says if 8 of first team players forgot how to play football, maybe the blame shouldn't be on on the board and Pep. Bayer says even before goal they had clear header. Coutinho, I think जब हम ये ratings सारे 11 players को rate करेंगे तो I think we'll have a realization हमें पता चलेगा board को blame जाना चाहिए Pep को कितना blame जाना चाहिए players को कितना blame जाना चाहिए I think Kyle Walker आई मीन मैं रिग्रेट कर रहा हूँ पिसपुर से ज्यादा भी लो कोई रैंकिंग नहीं रखा मैंने क्योंकि काइल वॉकर ना आई मीन अब चैंपियंस लीग में एक साल पहले इवन विनीसियस जूनियर रॉड्रिगो वो सब विंगर्स को डिफेंड करते हो और उससे पहले भी आप आई मीन द सीजन बिफोर सर्ज gnabry लेरॉय साने विनीसियस जूनियर आपके पास एक भी ट्रिपल कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाता है बंदा हाथ खड़े कर देता है और अब ये सीजन में आते हो काल एंटोनी सेमेन्यो बीट करता है ब्लडी अडामा ट्रायोरे आपको धूल चका के चला जाता है आई थिंक द मोमेंट अडामा ट्रायोरे वेंट पास Kyle Walker should have just hung up his boots and retired. इतना बेकार था I mean ये ठीक है ऑफ डेज हो सकते हैं डिफेंडर्स के विंगर्स के मैं मानता हूँ ऑफ डेज हो सकते हैं पर अब देखो अडामा ट्रायोरे ने आपके पास आपको बीट करके चला गया साउथहैम्पटन के साथ डिड ही प्ले नो डिडंट प्ले अगेंस्ट साउथहैम्पटन अडामा ट्रायोरे गया एंटोनी सेमेन्यो ने आपको 3 बार एंटोनी सेमेन्यो तो आपको Pura, he sat you on your bum. Kyle Walker, he bloody sat you on your bum. Anthony Semenyo twice. उसको तो एंटोनी सेमेन्यो तो आपको शेफील्ड यूनाइटेड भिजा दिया उसने. Still you didn't learn your lesson. And today Mitoma couldn't handle Mitoma at all. Kyle Walker absolutely piss poor. Kyle Walker. और अब देख रहे हो in the back four, 2 of your best defenders and your goalkeeper are all below average and in the piss poor category. तो अब actually it's great that आपने सिर्फ 2 गोल concede किए. It should have been 3, 4, 5 and even 6 as well. To be honest, and Rico Lewis for me, Rico Lewis was average again along with Simpson pussy. ठीक है सेकंड गोल के लिए मे बी शुड हैव डन बेटर पर मिस्टेक तो ग्वार्डियोल का था. Guardiola put Rico Lewis in a 2v1 situation. Rico Lewis couldn't commit exactly to mark Matt O'Reilly. Matt O'Reilly का marker तो Josko Guardiola था to be honest. भाई this is have Walker at Brighton Museum. उसको तो चक्कर लगाना चाहिए Brighton Museum, Bournemouth Museum, Southampton Museum. Bloody I think if you put Kyle Walker in the championship he still gets beaten there. अब Kyle Walker को ISL पे खिलाओ उधर भी विंगर्स बीट कर लेंगे उसे चांगटे और समवन इज अ गुड विंगर देयर राइट इन आईएसएल मुंबई सिटी एफसी से खेलता है वो भी बीट कर लेगा काइल वॉकर को नो डाउट भैया जी से वॉकर भी लाइक हम कोई मंदिर का घंटा है जो कोई भी आता है और बजा कर जाता है but but that is what Kyle Walker is actually doing now वो तो पूरा बजने के लिए तैयार है Kyle Walker bloody hell Why just his Puse passing was good. He was trying to find a winger on long passes. बहुत अच्छा खेला उसने बहुत अच्छा खेला डिफेंसिवली एक दो ब्लॉक्स भी डाले उसने his defensive sense was very very good. रिको लुइस भी आई थिंक बहुत ही अच्छा खेला सिर्फ सेकंड गोल के लिए उसका भी मिस्टेक नहीं था मिडफील्ड पे आ रहा था रिको लुइस ही वाज टेकिंग द बॉल ऑफ प्रेशर वो आई मीन हमारा मिडफील्ड प्रोग्रेशन एक लेफ्ट बैक की वजह से हो रहा है रिको लुइस की वजह से हो रहा था हमारा मिडफील्डर्स कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे थे दैट वाज हाउ बैड आवर मिडफील्ड वाज टू बी ऑनेस्ट अब चुन चुन कर महापुरुष आने वाले हैं एक से एक बढ़कर कलाकार एक से एक बढ़कर कलाकार और इनका और इन लोग ने जितने आठ आज किए आई मीन और इन लोगों ने जैसे कांड किए आज दे आर नॉट इवन फिट टू बी हियर ऑन दिस बोर्ड एक से बढ़कर कलाकार और कलाकार नंबर वन है हमारा इकाय गुंडोगन एब्सोल्युटली पिस पोर मैं तो थरस भी नहीं खाने वाला हूँ और गुंडोगन को रेस्पेक्ट दो ये दो कुछ थरस भी नहीं खाने वाला हूँ एब्सोल्युटली पिस पोर इकाई गुंडोगन जॉन सीना समझ रखा है खुद को इकाई गुंडोगन आई थिंक इट वाज बायाजी हु एक्चुअली टोल्ड इट क्या कर रहा था इकाई गुंडोगन उधर आई मीन फर्स्ट टच बेकार डिफेंसिव सेंस नॉट देयर बॉक्स के अंदर जाते हो बॉल डिस्पोजेस करते हो फिर गोलकीपर का अगेंस्ट मार देते हो ये क्या हो रहा है इकाई गुंडोगन वो जो मास्क है ना मास्क निकालो बार्सिलोना ने किसको भेज दिया हमें एब्सोल्युटली स्टूपिड इकाई गुंडोगन आई मीन मुझे ऐसे मैचेस याद है जिस टफ मैचेस आई थिंक लाइप्जिग का भी वन ऑफ द मैच एक दो साल पहले चैंपियंस लीग में गुंडोगन ने अकेले होल्ड किया था मिडफील्ड और उस अटैक लाइप्जिग में डैनी ओल्मो था सबोजलाई था क्रिस्टोफर एनकुंकू था वो सब लोग थे योस्को ग्वार्डियोला इज प्लेइंग देन फॉर लाइप्जिग गुंडोगन ने अकेला डीएम होल्ड किया और क्या हो रहा है काय गुंडोगन का फिजिकलिटी नहीं कुछ नहीं Subankar says City have lost a Premier League game in which they led at half time for the first time since May 2021. Also away to Brighton and Hove Albion. अब तो बहुत रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक होने वाले हैं सिटी ने तो लास्ट दिसंबर से एक भी मैच नहीं हारा सिटी ने तो चैंपियंस लीग में 4 साल से होम में एक भी मैच नहीं हारा Karnine says ironically maybe it's those individual performances that are letting City down ये already ये ranking आपको आपने 3 4 5 6 प्लेयर्स को रैंक किए और सारे महान कलाकार सारे महान प्रतिनिधिया सिटी का कहां पे है पेसपुर और काइल वॉकर ये रैंकिंग्स देख के बोल रहा है पा पिस तो मैं बहुत करता हूँ पिस तो मैं हर एक वीकेंड पे कर लेता हूँ जाके नाइट क्लब के सिर्फ आगे नाइट क्लब के आगे मुझे प्राइवेसी की भी जरूरत नहीं है दैट इज व्हाट काइल वॉकर वुड बी थिंकिंग लुकिंग एट द पिस पुअर रैंकिंग भाई जिसे जितना फुटबॉल आता था सब खेल दिया आज वॉकर बोल रहा है मैं तो जितना आता था उससे ज्यादा भी खेल लिया मैं अब नहीं हो सकता मैं तो जाके रिलैक्स होता हूँ इंग्लैंड को भी नहीं जाना मुझे शुभंकर says Pep should stop being obsessed with these tactics he's using. There's no Rodri, so he has to adapt and change tactics. The best way to defend is to attack your opponents and score more goals. पर हमने बहुत बार डिस्कस किए शुभंकर आई मीन अगर ऑल्टरनेटिव है तो क्या है व्हाट इज द ब्लडी ऑल्टरनेटिव इन द मिडफील्ड there is absolutely no alternative in the midfield right Kovacic has to be a DM Gundogan is useless Nunez can't play there is no DM there otherwise you have to play Jacob Bright तो विकल्प है ही नहीं there is absolutely no choice there for Pep has forced his hand इसलिए पेप खिला रहा है, गुंडोगन, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा सारे, और एक और महान कलाकार आ रहे हैं अब, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, ये भी पिसपोर है। आई मीन गुंडोगन और बर्नार्डो का मुझे सब्स्टिट्यूट करने की रीजन समझ में नहीं आता, दोनों एक ही जैसे खेल रहे हैं, बोथ ऑफ देम आर स्टूपिड, बोथ ऑफ देम आर प्लेइंग शिट फुटबॉल। तो आई मीन आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड गुंडोगन और बर्नार्डो का सब्स्टिट्यूशन। आप लाइक फॉर लाइक ला रहे हो, who's both of whose form is just बेकार, both of whose form is just stupid। भैया जिसे गुंडा भाई माफ कर दो, आज बेंच पर बैठो। गुंडा भाई आपको वापस ही नहीं आना था ये शहर में वापस। आप तो पूरा इस शहर का लेजेंड बन गए थे जब आप ये शहर छोड़े थे, और आप आपका इन्फ्लुएंस कम हो जा रहा है। गलती की है आपने ये शहर को आके फिर से। Shubhankar says, but as soon as City take the lead, they relax and pass the ball around sideways. And when they're passing the ball around sideways, it just seems like it's City is bloody out of form, no ideas. आज डुब्राइना भी आया, डुब्राइना's 4 passes. I mean last time कब देखा आप लोगों ने कि डुब्राइना ने 4 misplaced passes किए, 4 misplaced passes by bloody Kevin De Bruyne. When was the last time you saw it? 4 misplaced passes. Now minute, I mean we were 2-1 and it was what? We had 20 minutes. 81st minute or 82nd minute was the second goal of Brighton. 10 minutes of normal time, 10 minutes almost of added time. 20 minutes में 0 shots. 20 minutes में 0 shots on target. जब सिटी 2-1 डाउन है, लास्ट टाइम आप लोगों ने कब देखा 20 minutes सिटी हैव एंड 0 shots on target? That just sums everything up. 0 shots on target. Bhaiya ji, 20 minute में 0 shots on target when you're 2-1 down. Bhaiya ji says we need 800 passes and 10 chances to score 1 goal. आप तो कम बोल दिए, मैं तो बोलता हूँ 1000 पास और 100 चांस चाहिए एक गोल मारने के लिए। और हालैंड का वो एक गोल भी कैसा गया, लगता बस लगता। रुपए से थैंक गॉड इट्स इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक। आई मीन एटलीस्ट ड्रॉ भी होता तो अच्छा होता है इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक में, but I think it's a very bad week, I must say, because it's just one bad week we have had in the season, like 1.5 bad week you could say, क्योंकि कैराबाओ कप को मैं मानता नहीं हूँ, तो बॉर्नमथ, स्पोर्टिंग और यहाँ 3 losses, 2 in 1 competition, 1 in the other। चलो कैराबाओ को भांड में जाने दो। I just don't even care about the bloody Carabao Cup। पर थोड़ा तो बात कर ले ये महान पुरुष के बारे में, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा। ब्लडी बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, क्या हुआ यार बर्नार्डो? I don't know what you people feel, but I think I think his time is up। और आपको एक कॉमनैलिटी पता चलेगी जो जिन्हें हम ये मैं पिसपुर कैटेगरी में डाल रहा हूँ। There is a commonality there। Now let's come to Kevin De Bruyne। I'm sorry Kevin, I'm sorry Kevin। I know you've just got 20 minutes, तुम्हें 20 मिनट मिले। केविन डे ब्रुयना को आप 20 मिनट दो, वो तो गेम चेंज करके आ जाएगा। केविन डे ब्रुयना 20 मिनट, I think he should have ripped bloody Brighton apart। I mean मैं बिलो एवरेज बोल सकता हूँ केविन डे ब्रुयना को, पर 5 मिस किए उसने, एक क्रॉस कंप्लीट नहीं किया। और अब केविन डे ब्रुयना, यू आर द बेस्ट मिडफील्डर इन द वर्ल्ड। आई थिंक शायद ठीक से फिट नहीं है, आई डोंट नो, बट केविन डे ब्रुयना आई थिंक ऑन वन लेग कैन पुट अ बॉल on a half bench। That's how good Kevin De Bruyne is। Baiji says the whole mess because not signing proper Rodri backup। और Rodri चिल्ला चिल्ला के बोल रहा था, Rodri साइन करो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस पे साइन करो। Rupesh Raj says 2 weeks away from watching this horror show। पर वो 2 weeks तो हॉन्ट करेगा ना। वो 2 weeks में तो हर एक दिन नोटिफिकेशन आएगा, हर एक दिन जर्नलिस्ट एक ना एक जर्नलिस्ट लिखेगा इज दिस द एंड ऑफ बिगिनिंग ऑफ द एंड फॉर सिटी, इज एन एरा गोइंग टू एंड, दिस दैट और वो सब। आई मीन इट्स नॉट बैड इफ 2 दिन में और एक मैच है, क्योंकि उसमें अच्छा करोगे तो ये ठीक है हो जाएगा। पर द वर्स्ट थिंग इज हैविंग एन एक्सटेंडेड ब्रेक। दैट इज द ब्लडी वर्स्ट थिंग टू हैव। और एक चीज सुनने में आया है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट आई डोंट नो हाउ मच यू पीपल हैव लिसन टू इट। गुंडोगन आने वाला था, आई मीन जस्ट बिफोर दैट, 1 or 2 weeks बिफोर दैट, केविन डे ब्रुयने, आई एम सॉरी नॉट केविन डे ब्रुयने, अर्लिंग हालैंड हैज रिकमेंडेड highly to Pep Guardiola to sign a player called as Sander Berge। आई थिंक वो अभी फुलहम को खेलता है।